Creation. A world on the brink. In the age of sorrows, dangers abound, and cataclysms loom on the horizon. But it is not without heroes. The exalted, those chosen and empowered by the mightiest of the gods, are all around the world. They have, and can, pull back from the precipice of oblivion. That is when they aren't too busy fighting each other. Now, chills as aura.
Just googled the word anathema. They were really just throwing that one out there, huh?
Korak as Lythander.
I'm balding on this gate till oh hey, I have some raspberry truffle ice cream, never mind.
Alatos as Gavel.
Unforeseen consequences.
Giberex as everyone else. No hablo anglais, senor. Must band together to save the dreaming sea, and perhaps reality itself, for the greatest threat creation has ever known. All this and more on FateBreakers. I mean, anathema is what's written in the book.
Don't worry about it. Apparently, anathema just means one who is hated or heavily disdained by a religious organization. So it is appropriate.
Yeah, you guys, unfortunately, a bunch of
I just wanted to imply it was much worse than it actually was.
A bunch of past solos and lunars were kind of the villains of the boys.
Ooh.
Foggy, what happened last time?
Well, you see, seems that we had a bit of an incident with trying to grab something for the boss.
You're a traitor.
I'm
remember
no such traitor.
I remember what you did. You abandoned
I have
the cause.
no idea what you... I don't know what you're talking about.
I was a sitcom dad,
Sonny.
then became a hell diver because two of you betrayed me.
I think you're thinking about Lutop that might have betrayed you there, Sonny. Not good old Foogie here.
Oh, you're right, it was a loot top. Never mind, my bad. So what's the deal with their plain food? Am I right?
But after that, we had a very bad time with this feller called 100 Venom Stinger.
Man known as 100 Venom Stinger approached us in the dead of the water.
I punched the shit out of him.
You
really did.
You punched a gavel out of him.
I would have done
punched a lot
more
of
if he
things,
wasn't a coward.
We punched a lot of things during that session.
Yeah, he was supposed to be a much more dangerous threat in that April Fool's Day session, but Lythander rubbed off on him in terms of dice rolls.
Lots of people. Like, we almost punched out Spider. Oh, I did punch out Spider, actually.
I think
Yes,
Danny would have killed Spider pretty easily.
By all appearances, you did kill him, but for some reason, Ed took the body.
Yeah, so he's a traitor.
Also, speaking of dice rolls not going against session, Novari, what happened last time? Well, what happened last time is I finally got the cast for my big romantic drama. I have the scion of the disgraced House of Celestine, disguised in the Wyld Hunt, trying to assassinate his peers and cause problems. But he will be drawn into a web of romance and intrigue beyond anything he could have imagined. We also have this prisoner of war, Dragonblood, taken captive by my boss over here, and she probably has him trapped in a gay baby jail right now until they can interrogate him or do whatever. Oh, also, Lythander's kid showed up. There was a fight.
Yes. They did the duel.
He did the spooky splash.
Hey, Gavel, make a Fortitude plus Integrity roll.
Oh, goody. Lovely. Fortitude plus integrity?
How?
Fine. All right.
First thing in the morning?
Yep. Right
1,
after
2,
you got back on the
3.
iceberg.
Is that 5? Yes. All right. 5D.
Someone is spending a mote to activate. Let me scroll down to the name of this charm. I know what it does. I just need to get the name right. Last Vision.
Fortitude.
Ah, yes. Last Vision.
Okay. 1 success. Singular.
You feel like you're being watched.
Oh, great.
What do I have to roll?
Oh, this isn't something that affecting you.
Oh,
This is
Gavel's gonna look around nervously.
we cut from there to Gavel's corpse. The duplicate Gavel on the ship.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And we pan upward to staring dead into the dead Gavel's eyes as she runs through the memories of 100 Venom Stinger in her shape.
Oh my goodness.
She's just getting a shitload of information on what actually happened downstairs.
Okay.
Quote, what actually happened, unquote. What she's going to be telling people.
Mm-hmm.
We cut back
goodness.
to the Isle to Jeffrey. Hey, what's that giant rock floating above the island?
What is that giant rock doing floating above the
Now, when
island?
I say rock, that is spelled R-O-C with no K.
Oh, a bird!
bird above Jeffrey. Why am I doing this voice instead of my... Did I really forget how to do Lythander's voice? No, not really.
It's
I'm a
fine, you
bird.
found it again.
It's there.
All it took was a sigh.
All right, Ed, this is your...
I just love.
All right, Ed.
All it took was
All
a
right, Ed. This
sigh.
is this is your spot. Feel free to take your cargo with you.
I carry nothing but a guilty conscience. I'll be fine.
I mean, you wanted to bring the corpse to him.
Ah, of course. I
Well,
must
then that qualifies as cargo. This is your stop. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to go dissect the brain of an incarnate for magical knowledge.
do what you will, but I won't be far behind.
All right, and with that, another alchemical plops onto the island, not too far from Gavel's tent, with what appears to be the corpse of
Gavel?
Spider.
Oh,
No,
Spider.
Spider.
Who the fuck are you?
I am known by many names.
Can we get to the one that you're most notably named?
Hold on, I gotta remember it. I gotta remember the full one.
Is Lythander there yet? I have to ask.
I don't know. Am I here yet?
Effort.
Good question.
Like, where
Effort,
was
man.
I forget. Where exactly were we? Because I know I fought, would I have came back
Your
already
daughter.
after fighting Red Hand Rebirth?
Probably. The question is, would you immediately come over by the headquarters, or would you be off tending the mushrooms, or
I would
working on other
most
defenses?
likely be tending the mushrooms, telling them that
Okay.
they're good lads.
In which case...
To which then I will make them into, I will make them into Warhammer 40k orcs, since that is what they are, but mushrooms.
Ah, I see. That means
yeah.
means Spider does not wake up yet.
Okay.
Mhm.
Oh,
I am-
Spider just wants me dead, okay.
No,
I
he-
am effervescent xenolith edifice.
I'll call you Zeno for short. How about that?
I wasn't gonna say that, but whatever you feel like. I am here to see the one they call Lythander.
And why should I tell you the location of Lythander?
To bring him back to life. And then he lifts
Spider.
Spider onto both his arms.
Oh, by the Yosi below. Oh, great. Fine, but I'm going with you on this. I'm not letting you travel around this place by yourself, no.
Suit yourself.
And then I will go and find Lythander with Zeno.
As you wander by, two things strike you. The first is that you hear Novari's orchestra tuning up as some of his first circle demons are starting the overture for his performance.
Oh no.
And the second is something feels off. Wayward Divinity Oversight triggers in a sense that there should be something here, but it's not.
All right. Also, I'm going to turn on Relentless Tracking Protocol.
You find him over by the mushroom garden.
All right.
There you are.
Lythander.
Yes, what is it? I pet
I
something
pointed.
that I pet a mushroom that is looks like it sprouted legs.
And the funky teeth.
Yeah.
I point to Spider's body. That.
So didn't we say that we were going to kill him?
Well, dead he is, but not for long.
Fair. But why do you have his body? I mean, we were going to he is one of my friends, but he also wants the world to end.
Well, if you must know, I killed him.
Then why did you bring him back
you just
here
hear Donnie in the
in
distance
the first
thinking,
place?
that son of a bitch stole my kill, didn't he? Somebody just
Then
claimed
why
my kill.
Then why did you bring him back here in the first place?
Because this punishment did not suit him. I came
Yosi.
I came to get his life back. He's not getting away from me this easy.
Oh, no.
So here's the thing: him being alive actually hurts. It hurts your propositions too, since I assume you're from Prasad or part of the Wyld Hunt.
I'm nobody's tool.
That's kind of funny considering what you are.
I got my own thing going on, let's just say. I came here to deliver the punishment I saw fit for one of his interdiction. For
How
that,
close?
I need him alive.
How close are you to the body, Lythander?
Not close.
Okay.
Dear, what exalt did you say you were again?
Soul Steel.
Oh, Grace, that might explain a little bit. I'm honestly surprised you're not an infernal.
I've met many who share a cursed existence.
Oi, Spider!
I
know you're not dead.
I've got my cross to bear. You've got
You need
yours.
to actually get closer to him in order to wake him back up.
No, I'm just yelling from across the room.
Okay, well that does nothing.
Oi! Oi! Oi, Spider!
You got a license for being dead.
You got a death license or something?
Because that's going to be
I
a
think that's just the
fine
death
if you
certificate.
don't have your death license.
No response.
Oh, no.
Quiet as the grave.
There's a fine for that, you know. Welcome to the UK, where there is actually a fine if you don't pay for TV, even if you're paying for a subscription anyway. Thank you. They can't
Alright,
enforce it. But,
Oh.
so why did you bring a dead body to us then? Can I use sagacity to see if he's faking it? From a distance? Okay.
Sagacity plus force.
Alright, I am going to use an excellency in sagacity, because why wouldn't you put magic and medicine together in the same stat?
That's what they did.
I know, I said why wouldn't you do that? That I love it.
Yeah.
And you
Yeah.
said force? Okay, so
Yep.
Do it.
wouldn't be a Lythander roll. Okay!
Oh,
Nine
nine
successes,
successes,
okay.
baby!
Well,
Now that's a Lythander roll.
We've learned recently Lythander rolls can be hideously swingy up as well as down.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's not dead. Well, technically he is the second he became an abyssal, but he's not completely dead. The point is he's in a coma right now. You getting close to him will wake him up as the coma. He set that as a trigger condition for waking up out and healing.
So wait okay. So
Because you're his friend, he set you as a respawn point, essentially.
I don't know how I feel about that actually. That actually feels like wholesome. Like very wholesome.
The other respawn point he set is his boss, the final boss.
Which that's actually like super wholesome, where it's like, yeah, no, my respawn point, my friend, the friend in question, we gotta kill him, don't we? Yeah.
So can you revive him
Have
or
the
not?
shotgun.
I came here to get him revived, not to finish him off.
Well, no,
Come on
Lythander's
now.
not saying that out loud, for that part, but...
I sense your impurities with my mind.
Wait,
Meanwhile, Gavel is just
My dog-
side-eyeing Zeno.
My dark hand vibrates whenever you think impure thoughts.
Just thinking of Gavel as the from Dusk Till Dawn guy. Is this what you think I am? Is this what you think I do?
Pretty much. Oh, man.
well, I don't know why you want me to go next to a... I lost Lythander's voice. I don't...
Do the sigh.
So I have no idea why, but somebody who was in the... I was at a local card shop yesterday, and they had a nickname that was Big Huff, and my voice just went to this. Big Huff, baby.
I did
don't
that.
know
I
why.
cast a spell. It's called Character Forgetters.
Okay, fine. Okay, then. So why did you... So what do you want to do with Spider? Because, honestly, I think the most humane thing is to let him sleep. That's the only peace you'll actually ever have.
Humane's not good enough. For what he's done, I intend to take him on a journey of pain. Unlike that,
Oh dear, you
that
wouldn't
which anyone
survive
has ever went.
him if you wouldn't be able to beat him.
I killed him. What part of I killed
honey,
him didn't you understand?
Oh, honey, the last time somebody killed him, he became a Super Saiyan.
All right.
He became a literal god of destruction.
Let me reword this. I killed him in a single punch.
Donnie we flash back to Donnie who's saying, "Yeah, no, I did beat the shit out of him."
Donnie is Walter White in the car right now.
Yeah. Because if I remember correctly, Donnie actually did do a pretty big chunk of damage.
Yeah.
To him. Like a
Not
lot
to
of
Spider.
damage.
Not to
him.
Spider. Well, not to Spider. I'm pretty sure I zonked Spider out of the existence.
I did 4 wounds to Spider.
I think I did
There was also keep in mind damage to his ship too.
Yeah, you're right.
I definitely killed his ship in one entire swing.
The ship with the ship with the weaponized VTuber cannon.
Yeah.
True.
Oh, goodness sakes, that's right.
The episode isn't canon. He shot essence blasts instead of trans girls.
And body pillows.
Mm-hmm.
Don't
Poor
worry
Yes.
about it.
Bridget.
Don't worry about it.
That's sacked.
Anyway,
So, okay. So then, why should I let you do that to my friend?
because he deserves it.
I don't disagree.
No, I
but-
disagree. Because, listen, unless he committed war
Spider
crimes
is
away
a-
from us...
Spider is an engine of destruction and bloodlust. Left to his own devices, he would surely destroy the entire world and then some.
Which is why he
My-
wasn't to his own devices when he was under our care. In fact, we treated
Well,
him
you
like
left
family.
him.
No, he
well, you
left
left-
us.
Well, you left him to his own devices, which is why I killed him.
Well, we were looking for him.
Yeah, you did a bang-up job.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
Lythander,
Yes, my dear Gavel.
should we just rip out Spider's spine to make sure he can't do something like this again?
I need his
No,
spine,
no.
too.
Where's
need him in-
Aura when we need her?
Aura is sleeping due to not wanting to play the character. 2 characters at once.
Understandable. Have a nice day.
Lythander is just sitting here like, where the hell is our actual diplomat? I'm not a diplomat. As I say, as I have committed multiple atrocities as a diplomat that actually helped.
Oh my goodness.
If you have to think of me as a babysitter, then I'll take it.
Alright, so what exactly did you have in mind for this punishment that Spider's supposed to get anyway?
I'll train him the same way the person who trained me did. I'll train him in
No,
the ways
no, we
of
do
the
not
world.
want that. We do not want that at all.
Let me finish.
No, I'm not. Hey, Aura. No, sorry. Hey, Gavel.
You too, huh?
Yes.
Well, I'm also thinking of trying to get Aura's attention, so we need to gank him now.
Are you gonna let me finish, or are you gonna fucking just whisper between each other?
Hey, should we just attack him?
No.
Why not?
Come on.
I want to hear him out.
I don't. Imagine training Spider. So,
No,
sorry.
I want to see where this goes. So let the man finish.
All right, only if it's on you and not me.
Zeno, if you would.
Hello. Yes.
Now what sort of training would you be giving Spider anyway?
Character training.
You're gonna have to be a lot more specific, dear.
All right. The way Spider is now, he would surely destroy himself and everyone around him. He's unscrupulous, unhinged, and completely out of his goddamn mind. So, I intend to put him in his place until he stops being an asshole. I'm gonna put him on a leash and force him to do community service for 15 years.
I don't know, Lythander. That seems pretty good to me.
I don't know. I think his boss is going to find him and rip him a new one before that happens.
And that's our problem. How exactly?
Do you remember that they were able to rip through the gall? And that if I didn't do something, they would have killed us all?
You may have a point.
While they were in a domain that I constructed, and I essentially will. Basically, they were beating me in my own domain. They were kicking our asses then. We aren't that much stronger now. I highly doubt that man over there is even close to our power, meaning that he's weaker than Spider anyway. Even if he did say he killed him, I don't believe him. He probably had like 5 people helping. And now he's by himself. So Spider's really going to kick his ass when he wakes up.
If I may say.
You know what? Let's have Spider's decision here. I am going to cast Speak with Dead.
That's not a spell that you have.
Yes, it is.
If I may say. I think Spider and his boss may not be on speaking terms. If he didn't procure them, he only seemed to procure them as a last resort as soon as he perished in battle. I don't think he was too excited to see them again.
Fine, I'll use the Truth Rendering Gaze.
Alright, what are you trying to find out?
If anything that he's saying is true, and I have Dreaming Wisdom Revelation, and the Lunar uses Mystic Practices to utilize Uncanny Insights.
And what does that do mechanically?
Let's see. Potentially an item, or... Oh, it's an item or place. Never mind.
Spider's corpse is an item.
Yes.
Divine a purpose and function of a mundane object, a structure, even a geomancy, and advantage to natural terrain. For age, artifice, and magical objects and technology, make a force plus sagacity check, difficulty 5. May reveal details like the name of an artifact, its history, previous wielders, or momentous events it may have been involved in, applicable to add their essence and dice to a single relevant craft, navigate, or war rules based on information gained from this charm. Never mind, I thought it was something else. I thought it was basically a... Yo, are you lying?
There are charms for that, but that's just a zero technique.
I have a couple of those.
Well, if you want to kick down the door, Hora.
I don't remember if I do, actually. Let me check.
But fine. What do you want? Really? Why would he do that to Spider?
Because that's what I do. I roam the world delivering justice to those who deserve it.
I will activate Spirit Cutting Glance to see if Spider Spirit is there.
Spider Spirit is in his body.
Is any of this what he's saying true?
No response.
You'll just
Spider.
have to take my word
Spirit's
for
in a
it.
coma too.
I'm gonna walk up to Spider and give him a slight little slap on the cheek.
And Windows startup sound effect. Ah!
Wake up!
Sorry, boss. Oh wait, I wasn't expecting to be brought to you. That's
Oh, so I'm your boss now.
No, I thought I was being brought to Fallen Star.
Oh, well, you're among friends
Sorry.
now then.
Sorry, that didn't work. And you're coming with me.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
No, he's not.
That was the
No,
deal.
I'm not.
No, he's...
Yes, you are.
He's coming
You
with
don't get a
us.
say.
Would you...
You don't get a say.
Uh,
I beat him, so I get to decide what happens.
No,
to
you
him.
don't.
Oh, Spider, question.
Yes,
Did
I
he
do.
actually beat you?
Too embarrassed to say, I see.
Or was it a group of people?
It was a group of people.
Shut up.
So honestly, I don't think you can actually beat him. Prove
I feel
it.
like-
Fight, Spider. He's not on our list.
Ugh.
Roll with close
I
combat,
could tell.
Excellency.
I
Oh,
could
no.
tell.
Heaven Thunder Hammer.
I'm still an iconic.
Ow.
Alright, clash that shit.
Six seconds.
Success.
Or six
Unless he has
successes,
nines, double as well.
He does
yeah.
not.
Oh my goodness, 8 successes.
I'm going to give a. Is there any way to give a boost to
Fucking serious?
Spider?
Yes, you can roll a 8 action.
All right. What do I need to roll for that?
What do you? Whatever you think would be funniest / however you would want to.
Performance for giving him for being a hype man.
Okay,
plus
yeah.
Fortitude. I'm gonna beat.
Okay.
I'm gonna beat my chest with my hand like a drum. Spider, 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 spider.
All right, roll any
is-
attribute plus performance for the stunt.
Alrighty.
This is so far beyond anything I was expecting to see here. I just want to make him do community service. Is that so hard?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh my god, that's
13
13
successes.
successes. All right,
Wow.
Spider, roll 6 more dice.
Okay, now just get less dice than what I have, please. Okay, he passes.
4 successes, or rather 4 additional successes.
Gavel, would you like to boost the side of justice?
At this point, Gavel does not really care either which way. Gavel's not going to really assist either side. She's staying out of this.
As she
Okay.
probably should.
Okay, so
Not to be rude.
Spider attempts to.
This is funny.
So Spider breaks away from the grapple and attempts to run. Guess what happens?
What?
This isn't a this was a force of punching.
Yeah, this was Heaven Thunder Hammer.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's trying to
To
knock.
punch you off the island.
Hold on.
Oh goodness.
I know there's like an alchemical charm for resisting knockback.
It might not be something Ed has, though.
True. All right.
Team Rocket, we're blasting off again.
Indeed.
So Ed gets punched off the island.
Yes.
Guess what happens?
What?
Thread from the eye. He's coming with me.
Okay.
Oh no.
Gavel, would you like to intervene to try and grab
I am. Let's see.
finesse plus
Jeffrey,
athletics?
grab him!
I wonder, could I technically use my own Heaven Thunder Hammer
Knock
to
Spider
to
back
knock?
the other way.
Yes.
You could certainly try. Let's roll to see if Jeffrey can grab him.
Actually, no, because the one who gets pulled to Spider is me, not him to me. So he just knocks me.
okay.
He just knocks me away, and then I pull myself to him.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
So that changed
Knew
a
you'd
lot of
try that.
combat than last episode.
I knew you'd try. I knew you'd try that. I literally came prepared. I mean, like that just felt like a weird, just kind of like an annoyance right about now.
Hmm.
You know, this is really simple. There's not a lot. I mean, I haven't told you anything that isn't true.
What would you have me do then? And A, first that. B, what did I do wrong?
Well, Spider, I mean...
Brother, what didn't you do wrong?
Lythander is just... So, do you know, do you remember the Hell of a Boss pilot?
Vaguely.
With Luna looking at Moxie.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that gif.
Come on.
That's
You know
basically
why.
what Lythander is doing here. Come on.
You know why.
Well,
You know.
well, with that, we have to... Alright, you want to do this? Let's debate ethics. What is right and what is wrong?
I'm not debating ethics with you, Spider. You're going to labor.
No.
You're going...
No. He's not going to labor with you. He's going to labor with us. Isn't that right, Spider?
Wrong.
Oh, good, I found the gif.
Oh boy. Yeah!
Wait, what? I was doing a task for a mercenary and... Oh, good, he just flew away. 100 Venom Stinger has escaped while you guys are all doing this debate.
Oh.
I knew that.
Wait, what? Who
I've
flew
got-
away?
Actually, let me roll with Jeffrey to see if he stopped him.
I've got my eye on him.
Right, versus Stinger.
Come on, Jeffrey. Darn it!
Why is Jeffrey so low?
I think Stinger just rolled really well is the thing.
Let's see, that is 6 successes for Jeffrey, and
11 successes for Stinger.
successes for Stinger.
Alright, in the meantime, back at the debate.
What
What would you have me
would
do
I be
exactly?
able to sense 100 Venom Stingers was here?
Yeah, he's the one who dropped off. There was a giant...
So if
rock
I
in
knew
the
he
air.
was here, I would have been trying to kill him.
Do you have anything that could hit extreme range band away?
Was he extreme range banned before all of this? Because if I knew he was here, if I'd sense his presence, that's what I'd be targeting first.
I mean, essentially what he did was he was flying by and he dropped off Ed and Spider and then kept flying.
Is Aura still in the War Strider?
Aura?
What's going on, everybody?
Are you still on the War Strider?
Yeah.
Fire at that
I
rock.
fell asleep. I felt whoa.
Aura, fire at that
The
bird
rock.
now!
There's a rock in the sky.
Fire at it with extreme prejudice!
I mean,
Do it,
well.
please.
Okay, sheesh.
But only because you said please.
When the fuck did you get bossy all of a sudden?
When I want someone dead, I want them dead. You should know this.
7 successes.
2 auto accuracy. A couple of auto accuracies, I think, because I have a light weapon. So like 3 auto accuracies. Goes to 9. Pretty sure.
Okay. I'm gonna have this is an out of combat attack, which makes
Yeah,
adjudicating this a teeny bit tricky.
It's mostly just a way to pelt them out of the sky.
Okay, you do successfully send him flying out of the sky. Mid-fall, he shapeshifts into... Is that a fucking Megalodon? That's a fucking Megalodon.
Oh, that's going to be so easy to
Come
track.
on.
I'm going to say, Spider, you can take care of it yourself, right? I'll be back. I'm going to be hunting down an octopus.
All right, I'm leaving now.
No, you're not, because you're. Wait a second, you're one of his friends, aren't you? You're that bastard's
What
friend.
friends?
100 Venom
I'm
Stinger.
I'm nobody's friend. That one's on my shit list too.
Then why aren't you
I'm just
killing
focusing
him?
I'm focusing on one thing at a time. I can't be everywhere.
That one needs to be on that list at a higher priority.
So does he.
No,
I've never met...
you
What?
could have just let in a coma.
Well, I can't do to him what I need to do to him. if he's in a coma.
But you could always come back later for it.
Nope, gotta do it now.
Lythander is just mad because he is very bloodthirsty for every single thing that's been going on. He is finally broke, so he is going to fire off a glorious.
So when someone does it to you, when someone does it to you, you don't like it. Oh, now I see.
What? Do what?
We all knew Lythander was a massive hypocrite.
He can dish it out, but if he tries to take it, it all just comes toppling down.
Oh my goodness.
Well, no, because they have. Well, so here's the thing with Lythander right now. He's tried it. He's tried to reason with people. They're not listening. If nobody's listening, it's time to bring out the big stick.
I am listening. You're not listening.
Lythander.
You're not listening to me.
That's true.
No, I am listening to you. You're just being stupid.
I'm being as reasonable as possible.
No, you're not, because he is a danger to society.
You're just...
And there's nothing.
Yes, that's what I said.
Yes, and there's nothing you can do that can change that.
That's not at all reasonable to say.
It is. We know him.
You've
You
never met me.
Yes, and you've never met us and what we would have done to try to reform Spider. Isn't that right,
really
Spider?
It feels like we both want the same thing. I don't know why this is such a big deal.
Get what you two are arguing about. I am trying to do the right thing here.
Shut up.
Okay, no, Spider, what are you trying to do, my dear precious baby boy?
Well,
You
the
say you
creators
wanna-
of the world are screaming inside the pit of oblivion, and I am doing what I can to help ease their suffering.
You say you're
It's a
on
noble
the
cause.
side of reforming. You say you're on the side of reforming that, and that doesn't set off any red flags? Buddy, I think you're
Listen.
way out of your depth.
It does set off red flags, but guess what? Every single other flag that's happening right now is deep crimson because of the stupid Wyld Hunt, which at this point in time is actually going to make us into the monsters that they say that we are.
Exactly.
And there's
That's
very
why.
little
That's
we
what
can
I'm saying.
do to stop them anyway, because they're going to continue to try to kill us. So at this point in time,
Well, what it
extreme
sounds like-
prejudice is the correct answer. They want to
What
commit
it sounds like to
they
me.
want to commit war
what it
crimes.
sounds-
We're going to show them what a war crime truly
Ugh.
is.
It really just kind of feels like you're going off on a weird tangent. It really doesn't feel like
It really does, Spider
It really
says,
do.
crossing his arms.
It really just feels like you don't have time to deal with him at all. Like you guys are packed. Like that. This is the worst time to be educating him. Like, if anything, it just adds more to my argument that I should be taking care of him.
Spider,
'Cause you guys are-
Spider,
There's-
question. You have two choices: us or him. Those are your two choices right now. You get to decide.
Why does he get to decide?
Because it's his fate.
Wait, what's the what exactly are the circumstances of this decision exactly? Us or him being what?
He can stay with us, or he could go with him.
I'm staying
Spider.
with you, dipshits.
Spider, if you come with me, I'll train you.
In what?
Alchemical combat.
He's not an alchemical being, though.
Oh, do you know any martial arts?
Well,
The styles of combat are some things everyone can do, but if you're talking about your steel laser beams, that's physically impossible for me.
well, that's not exactly what I meant. But I can teach you
No,
some.
you can shoot blood out of your eyes
I can teach him
at
some.
very high pressures.
I can teach him some basics.
It's almost like
I can teach
karate.
him some basics.
Oh, hang on. I learned the basics of a recent martial art from Fallen Star. Aura's a martial artist. Let me show her what I can do now.
No,
Uh-oh.
I really just, I feel like your existence has really just put a weird nihilist stint on your life, and I really feel like you should see the other side of the coin before you take any rash decisions. I feel like the way you are now, you're only gonna hurt yourself. That's what I mean. That's what I mean. I really feel like you gotta take your time with this stuff. You can't just learn everything in one day and get strong. You gotta let it sink in. You gotta grow an appreciation for it, you know?
Alright, so if I rip apart the entire Wyld Hunt, is that fine?
When did Ed become so reasonable?
I know!
Dealing with you chuckle fucks has made me so reasonable in the span of one conversation.
I went from a parody edgelord to the most practical man in the room. What the fuck's wrong with you?
Remember, our group is more of an April Fool's joke than our April Fool's Day characters were.
You're not wrong.
That's the actual joke, people. Aren't you glad you now finally realized it?
Oh, man.
Look, dude, you need another perspective in life. That's what I'm saying.
Novari's going to try a roll against
Novari?
Ed.
Where the fuck did Novari come from?
He's just always hovering around Gavel.
Yeah.
With the steel
pretty
chair.
much.
What's your resolve?
Big. I have 5 integrity.
Well, he failed to cast you in his play.
Oh.
You would have been a perfect love interest in the love quadrangle.
Sorry, I'm too one-dimensional.
I don't know. You're showing a different side of yourself right now.
You don't know me.
Are you sure? Are you sure?
Gavel is going to facepalm.
I mean,
You don't know
are
me.
you sure about that, dear?
Yes.
We would
Yes, no,
rather
we actually
not if it's
don't
all the
care.
same.
I actually don't care. I'm just trying to get you to leave so that we can actually continue.
Well, that's
on.
what I want to do. I also want to leave,
Then
but I'm
why-
I
leaving
tried
with
to
him.
make you
You're
leave.
not-
I tried to make you leave, and you came back with your spear magic.
Exactly. Even Spider wants you gone.
Yeah,
He
but-
doesn't want
well, that's what I
anyone
mean.
gone. Spider loves
I
every
need to
living
leave with
being
him.
on the planet. Isn't that right, Spider?
No, I don't.
Spider, why don't you just play along with me here so that you can stay?
No.
If I may.
Fine, you can go with him then. Fine.
I don't want to.
If
Then
I
we're
if
in a
I
stalemate,
may.
aren't we?
We've got a very much more pressing matters at hand to be having this kind of argument.
know.
This whole argument has been happening in pouring rain, by the way.
Yeah.
I don't feel it. I'm made of metal.
Lythander's just gulping it down.
Gavel's just letting it rain on her.
This is also-
She does not. She barely cares
Wait,
at this
actually-
point.
Wait a second, Spider.
This also builds character, Spider.
Spider, actually thinking about it, have you ate one of my mushrooms yet?
No, I haven't.
There you go. I throw one at him. I made this
This
one
is probably
extra spicy for you.
Eats it.
Definitely make sure to, try anything once,
Yeah, how is it?
That's kind of how life is.
Good.
Good.
Is it poisoned with anything?
No,
Okay.
not this one.
Yeah.
That one's the trust
Okay.
one.
All right,
Okay.
we're leaving
The
now.
other 5,
Bye-bye.
they are poisoned.
Russian mushrooms.
Ed is leaving while carrying a spider on his arm, in his arms.
Spider is going to do a excellency boosted physique check to break the grapple.
So
Oh,
am I.
boy.
I'm gonna counter it. I'm still very much fucked. Oh,
Oh!
oh.
But
Also double.
that's
Wow.
still 2 extra successes on Spider.
That's true.
It's oh my god. Is it? Sorry, that's
It is.
10 total for you, and for Spider that is
12.
9, 10, 11. So Spider wins.
Yeah.
Spider wins.
Spider breaks out of the grapple.
Okay.
Quick question. Would Spider is gonna try and dive into the Gavel for safety. Would you let him?
Sure.
No.
Okay.
Power.
He's entered the gall before.
Thread
Yeah,
from the
I'll
eye.
let him.
I enter the goal with him.
You
Okay.
get bounced out.
Make a force plus physique check, difficulty 10 to force your way in, Ed.
Oh goodness.
I got it.
Oh my god!
You are going to be hunted by is it the lower soul that's in there or the upper soul?
Lower soul,
The
yeah.
lower soul with knives. You're
So
just
is
going to
he.
be constantly stabbed and ripped apart while in there.
I'm getting out. With him.
Yeah, but you're getting... All of your body is being ripped and torn to shreds to rebuild a War Strider that's in there, since you're part of the same alchemical components.
No, the War Strider got taken out of there. Remember?
We have the other War...
Lucifer.
We have the other War Strider in there.
Yeah, but it's not it's not the right one.
Oh, yeah, it's a different one.
You know who is here that hasn't interacted with anyone?
Oh, yeah?
Sky Sundering Shadow.
Yippee-ki-yay.
Oh boy.
How is SSD doing? Oh, wait, no, that's not SSD, sorry.
Yeah, Triple S shows up right as both these clouds enter the ring. Oh, is that Spider?
Yes, he's here.
Who is that?
I have no idea. You can kill him if you want. That's up to you.
Was he made of soul steel?
Yes, so you could probably use him.
Yes.
Interesting.
I'm giving you free range on him. He's an intruder.
All right, Nue hobbles over, still suffering from the Destiny poison. I still have access to the emergency ejection. Lythander, if you want to, we can shoot him out and leave Spider in.
Sure, why not?
Threat from the eye. I'm not leaving without him.
I guess we'll leave that plot point as is for now,
Yeah.
then.
I am not leaving without Spider.
This was supposed to be a 5-minute introduction to the session.
Yeah.
Don't worry. You shouldn't have... Wait, you wanted me to... You wanted this to be 5 minutes when you know that there's our pet character being kidnapped after finally coming back.
Your pet character? I beg your fucking pardon?
Who?
Well, he's our little scrunkly Spidey boy.
In either case, they'll both be fairly secure in the gall for now.
Oh, goodness.
You know what? Fine, you can have him, but you're going to be in this ring.
Whatever. I'll try to.
You can trade him in there if you
I'll
want.
I'll draft up a lesson plan.
This is maybe the funniest way this could have ended.
Oh, goodness.
Now back to what I had planned for the rest of the fucking
Oh,
session.
also Spider.
Yay!
If you
it's
do
been
somehow
50
beat-
fucking minutes.
If you do somehow beat him, I'll give you more martial arts.
You can't.
Oh,
how
okay.
Do you fucking steal the book from me, you fucking asshole?
Anything in the gall is mine. Anything.
Fuck you. It's mine. I earned it.
It's now mine.
We'll figure out how this works out in between sessions,
Okay.
I feel like. In the meantime, Sky Sundering Shadow just folds her arms. Well, that seems to have resolved itself fairly well. By the by, something happened to the tutelary god of this area.
Oh.
Gavel, that was the absence you were detecting earlier.
Ugh.
Oh.
You guys are talking light as hell. That seemed like a really big discussion.
It is.
All right. Well, anyway, we got a big. What were you saying, Sky?
Well, we have Spider here, and as ill-advised as it is an idea to have that man on the premises in the long term, in the short term, he'll be a boon in ripping the Wyld Hunt apart, and perhaps more importantly, the Prasadi military that they actually are.
Oh, we're not gonna need him to do that.
Oh yes, you mentioned something about a demon being summoned.
Yeah. I got my own plan. I got a plan. And you know how much you love those. So, to start with this plan, I'm going to need to get into any form of conflict with the Wyld Hunt is a danger to this demon being summoned. So, we're going to have to resolve it without violence. And I have just the plan to get it to happen.
Moving Jeffrey into the underworld, I understand. They can't follow us there.
Not quite what I had in mind. So, to get started, I'm going to need to get in contact with every single major leader of the Wyld Hunt.
I beg your pardon?
Trust me. It'll make sense as soon as I continue.
I feel like you're burying the lead. You should don't go for a dramatic plot point twist when you're trying to explain your brilliant strategy to win the first bloodless war in history.
All right. I'm gonna have to do my normal voice so that it doesn't eat away at my
Sanity.
at my throat. Because going from doing Ed's voice to doing a girl voice is murder on my throat.
Fair enough.
All right, so
A true voice actor wouldn't.
The demon summoning is going to happen, and regardless of situation, due to the they have it set up where they can harmlessly take any blood spilled in the conflict and use it as fuel for the demon summoning ritual. As far as has been explained, that's at least as far as Gavel and Lythander managed to remember.
That's correct.
In order to get this conflict solved, we're going to do what all great leaders do. We're going to hold a press conference. We're going to convince the Wyld Hunt that there's bigger fish to fry out there by leveraging our knowledge about the demon summoning ritual and the risks that it poses not only to Prasad, but to the entire world at large. We'll be able to pass the buck on to him and divert their attention from us to them. In order for that to happen, we're going to have to promise some pretty big things to them, particularly in relation to essentially getting us barred from ever interfering with Prasad ever again. Consciously, at least.
You know I don't like the sound of that.
Well, that was kind of what I had in mind. I know it's something that I had, that I'd been meaning to take up with you, because I know we can come up with some deal wordings to at least allow us to interfere indirectly in some way or another. But it's not going to be easy, considering we got a couple of real heavyweight exalted as our theoretical social opponents. So we're going to have to figure out a way to really spruce up the deal if you want to get that loophole past them.
So your plan is to simply explain to them about the secret demon summoning.
My plan is to use mutually assured destruction to force them to realize the only safe solution is surrender. That the only safe solution is mutual acceptance. We must either love each other or we must die. That would be the terms of our surrender.
I don't know if the Ashen Ones are going to like this.
Well, I get how you feel.
That would actually qualify as unacceptable influence for the Ashen Ones.
Yeah, I would figure as much.
They hate Prasad. They have a major intimacy of hatred towards Prasad.
Yep.
This is true. That being said, they're included in the plan, too. I was thinking of drafting up something and that would allow them to influence the war. But suffice to say, it's not pretty.
Yes, if you're somehow able to make it to where the Ashen Ones and I can eventually get more into being able to interfere with the Prasad plans, that's one thing, but it's unfortunately completely off the table to disbar, especially the Ashen Ones, from taking their revenge on Prasad, I'm afraid.
So here's the idea. Gavel, my initial thought for how I would be able to engage this kind of influence is that our group would not be able to consciously interfere. That our group would not be able to consciously enter or interfere with Prasad's Prasad's relations or politics or ventures in any way, shape, or form. Keywords being our group and consciously.
Indeed.
In order for you to continue in you commanding the Ashen Ones into retaining the war on Prasad, you would first need to release them, to dismiss them from your custody, and then you would have to die. And then command them as a ghost. At least that's...
Always the martyr, isn't it?
Oh, that's an interesting failure.
That's an interesting failure.
Yep, difficulty 7.
Oh, goodness.
By who?
Yet to be determined.
At least that's where at least that was one of the drafts I was thinking up. I was hoping you would
always
be
the martyr, it seems.
I was hoping you would be able to help me with a better one if it's not to your liking.
I think this is the plan that you mentioned in PMs, right?
Yeah.
All right, so if you want to go ahead and roll for a modified call to duel venture, that sounds like a good plan for this. In order to call to press conference.
Yes. Essentially, what I'm trying to say is I want to figure out a way, because I know they got a major intimacy of hatred toward Prasad, and what we would be proposing isn't necessarily in terms of our unconditional surrender. We would be attempting to strike a deal with them that would put into focus both our best interest in mind, while also hiding away key loopholes through very specific situations that would still allow parts of our group, either consciously or unconsciously, to take action against their injustice.
Okay, so go ahead and make a pool for that, and I'll counter roll with Malik's espionage roll.
All right.
Boosted with his war excellency.
What is it that I am rolling for this?
Oh, he actually didn't roll super good, so...
Oh, boy.
For a call to duel, that would be integrity or presence.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and integrity it up with 15, and then I'm going to hopefully try to get a stunt by starting out on the letter, detailing some of this, some of the initial concepts of like we fight, considering, and I feel emboldened in doing this because we already got someone in their army to back away with this knowledge. Like this is how we ended the conflict with the iceberg maker.
Yes, Mr. The hidden Excelsi. Let's not beat around the bush. Yeah, not that you guys know what that means. You haven't read the deep lore, but we'll get there. We will fucking get there.
So essentially, I'd rather talk than fight if possible as one of my major... I'm going to call up my major intimacy of compassion and say I'd rather talk than fight if possible in order to try and get the good old 9, the good old +4 to the roll.
Of course. Go ahead.
Please.
All you got to do is beat 5 because he rolled pretty bad.
Got it.
There we go.
Got
8 successes.
Gotcha.
8 successes.
Duel has been successfully called. Well, press conference has been successfully called.
And Rex, could you please detail when I said the leaders of this army? Who exactly am I talking about?
Malik.
Just
He's
him?
the primary leader. There is also a secret leader. Joktan.
Yes, I am. I am, of course, talking about Joktan. I was thinking of her too.
Yeah, and Orpheus Shineback would also be involved. Not that you guys have personally met him beyond a few distance camera shots. I think he is Malik's second in command, and the bug man who also knows Righteous Devil. Beast folk can be any kind of exalt, remember?
Yep.
Anyway, where is this meeting going to be taking place? Are you inviting them onto the island?
Well, I was thinking that it would be good to meet on neutral ground.
Okay.
So we were thinking of using the iceberg maker to create neutral ground.
You could just go back to the same fucking iceberg?
Yes. We're going to be going to the... we're going to go back to the iceberg where we set up a press conference room.
Okay.
We can hold discussions of diplomacy.
Alright, what's coming next is a very fucking important role that will determine how this goes from the enemy angle perspective.
I'm very scared.
Scrolling down to what pool she needs to use.
Roll 1.
Presence or performance. Okay.
Let's
Wait,
see.
actually I need to re-roll that -3, the penalty for targeting a group.
Oh.
Oh, that's better!
Wow. All right. Let's see. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 successes.
More success. Now, I will say this does not instantly this does not instantly fuck you over, but there is... We'll get there during the press conference.
Yeah. Something will happen during the live stream, and it will be leaked on live stream fail.
Yes.
I'm very aware. I have come here prepared for this moment.
Okay, there is a detachment of Wyld Hunt soldiers, of course, all looking at you fairly ominously. Malik is there with his arms crossed. The Bugman is there, wearing a very similar getup to you, also dressed like a cowboy.
Huh.
Not that you've met Joktan physically, but she is present somewhere. In this, small size 2 battle group crowd. Alright, Anathema. You mentioned some dissent among our forces seeking to call it even bigger anathema. Let's say we give you the benefit of the doubt. What the hell are you talking about?
One of the people in my forces was recently contacted against their will by a dissident that goes by the name of Gnosis. This person detailed plans to utilize the bloodshed taken from the Wyld Hunt's eventual slaughters in order to fuel a demon summoning ritual that would bring upon this world a third circle demon. Not only do we believe this is credible information, as this was done in a private channel, accessed through the dreams of one of the people in our army, but also because this person. Oh, what was that?
Don't mind that. Just keep talking.
But also because the people in. Because this is the kind of plan that is that I personally was kept out of. Meaning that they were afraid that if the wrong person were to hear about it, it would cause unnecessary complications. The level of secrecy of which makes me believe that this is not only true information, but also extremely dangerous for the future of both Prasad and the rest of the world. This knowledge is why I've chosen to call you here today.
There is a moment of silence to let the gravity of the situation sink in. 2 moments of silence. 3, 4, 5. The soldiers begin to look at each other uneasily. And then they look back to you in confusion.
What we're proposing, as I'm sure you are wondering, is for is for a ceasefire among the both of our ranks. Let's call it a truce, if the term is more palatable. In dealing with this threat is, I believe, the top priority of all able bodies in this room. Once the threat is dealt with, more options for how to deal with the remainder of the conflict can be discussed. But I find it important for us to focus on a mutual enemy rather than the destruction of ourselves, as it would benefit this enemy that we fight amongst ourselves.
This is about when the second roll comes into effect, Gavel. Icy Hand was cast on you. A embassy or presence-based influence roll against a character. If successful, he must attend to all his official duties and obligation in good faith for the rest of the session. You'll have to leave and go help and drill and train your army. Mid-press conference. But you can accept the hard bargain to resist. If you do so, however, Joktan will gain a plus shitload bonus for rolls to track, expose, or humiliate you for the entire session.
Oh, goodness sakes. No, I'm just gonna leave the press conference and get my men drilled up.
Okay. In the meantime, further looks between the army and more confusion.
As a sign of goodwill, I present onto the premises. Attending the premises now, in person, is our assassin, Amir. He is sitting I got Amir to sit on a bench right next to me so I could tell exactly what he was doing the entire time, so he won't around.
Make a persuasion roll on Amir.
Oh, boy.
This will be a presence action.
Okay. I'm going to use hypnotic tongue technique.
Okay.
Oh, here it is. Spend 2 motes when I attempt. Instead of spending successes for the usual effect, I may spend 4 successes to allow the next persuade action to benefit from the targeted intimacy as though it were in accordance with it.
He's not using an intimacy to defend.
Okay.
This is against his base resolve of 4, though.
Alright, that's 10. Big rolls being rolled.
Alright, he's there.
Amir is one of our...
Yeah, I'm here.
Amir is one of our most capable stealth operatives. His tracking and assassination skills are unparalleled. In order to that being said, I've allowed him to come to this press conference because I believe that his moral judgment and necessity to do what he believes is right will not stop him from seeing that this threat is of utmost importance.
Oh, by the way, I have something for you. I have something for you.
This is essentially my way of doing a power play. It's like,
okay,
I'm showing that I can convince Amir to do it, and Amir is a fucking, essentialist. Is like a murderous essentialist.
Yeah.
And I'm showing them that I can bring that kind of, I can bring that aggression down. I can bring it to bear.
They appear to be they're using military signals at this point to communicate with each other. I guess that's... Is there any way for... Oh, hold on. Embassy.
No, Unconquered Sun's site.
Okay, read that out for the audience, because that'll be very important.
For the scene, the solar recognizes when someone uses deception to masquerade something. toward I have an intimacy.
This
when
isn't...
when I
Okay.
suspect falsehood, I can ask the storyteller if they're lying or what is being concealed, and you must answer truthfully.
There's nothing being concealed intentionally. They appear to be communicating via sign language, asking for orders, essentially.
I mean, that's okay. That's what I wanted to know.
From their superior.
Okay, that's what I wanted to know. I'm
More
gonna
silence.
I'm gonna
More
keep
sign language
Unconquered.
communication.
I'm gonna keep Unconquered Sun's sight on for the duration of this encounter.
Oh boy.
I know. I
I'm-
trust you know why.
Mir actually just barks out, "Well, any kind of answer from you?" More sign language response. Braith glances at Amir. More harried sign languages.
Give him a minute. It's obvious. They obviously didn't expect. I'm also whispering to Amir. Give him a minute. They obviously didn't expect it, so they're trying to get their bearings on what they should do. This is the
They
moment
do
where-
seem very confused. I will give you that.
This is the time where we should remain resolute. Don't even look.
While I have a
even-
minute,
Don't even avert your eyes. Just keep looking forward.
and as he keeps staring at them, he slides over to you. While they're busy debating, let me share the information I discovered. He slides a small pouch over to you. I initially intended this for Lythander, but since you're the one taking the floor, you may get better use out of it than him. Is
All right.
Lythander here?
No.
Lythander is here. I made sure everyone came.
Look at my mushrooms.
Fuck you. You're here.
Make a persuasion action on Lythander.
Fuck your mushrooms.
Oh,
You're
boy.
here. Hypnotic tongue technique.
No, I am tending to my mushrooms, for they are orky boys. What do I need to roll to resist?
This is against your resolve stack value.
That's a 7. Yeah, no, you. I'll take a hard bargain.
Let's see.
Okay, then I get to get a boost.
The hard bargain in this case would be, instead of going to the peace conference, tending to Jeffrey even further away in a different position. Out of obstinate goat stubbornness. Because he was kind of wounded up in the fight with the water elemental kaiju.
Motherfuckers! You left me alone!
I had to tend to
I
stuff.
put on this big social encounter for all of us to do together, and you motherfuckers left me alone!
I had to I had to help out my troops.
I have to
I
take
get it,
care of
I
our
know how it is.
Jeffrey.
Shut the fuck up! Come on!
Fine, I'll come. You owe me.
Damn it!
Collab.
Damn it! I was just about to post a relevant enemy GIF.
Collab has been restored.
Nice.
Live stream has not failed.
Ah.
This will not be a solo stream.
This would have been the relevant plan if Lythander hadn't come.
Oh my.
Do you still come, Lythander, or do you want to tend to Jeffrey? But do you
Cyberpunk.
arrive?
Cyberpunk noises.
Do you attend the conference?
Yes, I will attend the conference because Chills is going
face
to be
are you wearing?
because Aura is going to be a little baby.
Whose face are you wearing? You now have EXE's face as well.
I'm wearing my face.
How does he have EXE's face, by the way?
Because why wouldn't I be wearing my face?
Okay.
Well, actually, wait, no,
Th-
that,
there
did
is
they
still
hate-
no
do they hate
response
me?
to anything Gavel has said. But in the
Actually,
meantime, yes.
I'll
but
wear
in-
Gavel's face.
when did you get Gavel's face? When did you trick Gavel?
Have you seen any of this campaign, Rex?
I'll need a relevant citation.
Dang it.
When what's his name? 100 Venom Stinger spat out Gavel's face. Lythander ate it. There you go.
No, sorry.
I don't think
But
that's quite true.
Back in the plot.
I'm afraid.
All right. In the meantime, Amir hands you the pouch, Aura.
All right.
Go ahead and
I
open
will
it.
be
but
myself.
Make sure they don't see it.
All right. I'm gonna try to open the secrecy of doing it under the table, as is the ancient tradition by government.
Inside the table is a carefully calligraphy note in High Realm and a small jeweled ring with a small stone of red jade set into it. The note says, "Do not use until tactically optimal."
This is a jeweled ring, you said.
It's the Gnosis. When they plan to march him in battle, they will march him in with insurance to ensure he does as he is told. If not, then they have fitted him with a collar that will explode with enough fire dust to kill him, and possibly much around him. This is the detonator.
I see. This worries me. Very, very scared that Gnosis could just do the fucking, like, Guilty Gear 2 Testament thing and be like, I'm gonna use my blood to summon justice. And then he summons the demon anyway. Because he's just be like, I got 100 demons inside of me, so I'm just gonna bleed all of them out and summon the third circle one.
Well, unfortunately, that's not something Amir would be knowledgeable about. He just got in and got out in a sneaking mission.
Me neither. I'm just saying out of character.
Right. In character, this seems like a pretty good tactical advantage.
Definitely.
Well,
Right.
that...
I'll keep it. I'll keep it in person.
Wait until he's about to do a big move.
For sure.
Still no sign of a response to Aura.
Mm-hmm.
They're still talking amongst themselves via sign language.
Mm-hmm. What are they saying in sign language?
What do we do? How should we respond? I'm going to need a attribute plus, finesse plus awareness roll to pick up on a very critical detail.
Okay.
Difficulty 5.
Finesse awareness, huh?
Lythander can
Got
make
it.
this roll too.
What was the thing again? Awareness plus...
Finesse awareness.
Okay, I didn't know.
boy.
My brain, for some reason, wasn't thinking of finesse there.
I'm one
plus
short.
awareness.
Can I stunt this?
Finesse awareness,
That's,
yeah.
what do I need for it?
Difficulty 5.
Yeah, I gotta.
I have
I'm gonna
6
try
dice.
retro
Let's see
stunt
what's
it
gonna
'cause
work.
it's one gun.
I mean, I
Oh my
got 7
goodness, you got
successes
it.
on 6
You
dice.
got it.
Lythander!
Who's not being
at the-
aware at all.
Yeah, once you get here, Aura has been waiting here for about 10-15 minutes as they deliberate amongst themselves. Lythander, something is horribly wrong.
Oh, this is a trap.
Well, no. Yeah, well, yes, but not just that. Let me narrate what nature of trap this is. The reason that they're using sign language is because they don't understand what Aura is saying.
Oh.
They don't understand. I'm assuming that speech was made in River Speak, which is Exalted's equivalent to Common.
Yeah.
You've seen conversations amongst the troops and amongst even the other Dragonbloods here in River Speak. They appear to be no longer be able to speak, or more importantly, understand that.
Aura, question, can I understand Aura at all?
Yeah.
So, Aura, somebody's messing with the translation here, so they can speak among themselves without us knowing what they're saying, and they cannot understand us.
No, more importantly, yeah, they did not understand a single word Aura just said.
They couldn't hear you at all, so that's actually a very...
Oh, no, they could hear
I
it,
said
it's fine.
understand.
They just couldn't understand.
I think
Yeah,
they understand.
imagine if Aura made that entire speech in Brazilian Portuguese.
So, Aura, could you speak other languages that might work better for this situation? They don't know it. So everything you just said was for naught.
Fuck this. Fuck whatever this is. Mingled tongue technique. Both the exalt and their conversation partner automatically understand one another as though they shared a common language. You'll understand me if I fucking say so.
Make a attribute plus presence roll with a 4-die penalty.
Not a 4-die stunt. Not a 4-die stunt. A 4-die penalty.
Yes, because that is what Abandon's Words Curse does.
I am going to use Greatness Inspiring Aura. I'm committing that mote. I add 2 success bonuses to inspire roll. You can use my presence, which is 5.
All right, I'll do that. Can I use your excellency also?
Let me read. No, sadly.
I also have a presence excellency.
Okay, so if you have a presence excellency, that means at least you have.
Joktan is going to clash this with End Debate.
Oh no!
Shut up. What's end debate? How do I beat end debate?
It's a roll-off.
It's a roll-off.
Your presence versus what she's going to roll.
Can I use integrity protecting principle to be? Oh wait, no. What's the name?
It is unfortunate. What is Gavel is not in this area at the moment.
What is the nature of end debate? What is it?
All characters within the scene must end all argument and discussion about the current topic, growing unnaturally silent. The sidereal or character she chooses is allowed to make one final influence roll to settle the matter. This topic cannot be broached again until the next session or 5 days of downtime.
It is unfortunate Gavel is not in this scene at the moment.
This isn't a twisting effect created by the environment, so I can't integrity protecting principle.
Let's see. Does Relentless Lunar Fury break that? No, not that one. Shadow Yoke Fury break that?
No.
Why not?
Oh, well, you could hard bargain out of it. So you could, yeah. But first, let's see who succeeds in this roll-off. First, Joktan.
Also, I'm going to attempt a stunt.
Okay.
So, knowing that... So, Aura knows this. So, when Lythander says this is a trap, Aura knows. She put herself in the trap.
And you put me in the trap.
The fact... This was always a risky situation. Aura knew that this was that she was putting herself into the belly of the beast because she knows that this is the only way to get anybody to listen. She knew there would be situations where she would have problems facing off against expert social argumentators. But she has been motivated by the. But no scam goes without a call out. Minor virtue of compassion. Minor intimacy of compassion.
Yeah, this is fucked up. She took away their ability to understand language.
This is not how you build a debate. This is not how you create peace.
You do not shut off people's speakers to win a debate.
So I'm going to go ahead and use that to cancel out the 4-die penalty.
Yep, go ahead.
Plug the streamer's microphone.
Mm-hmm. You just gotta beat 11 successes. Lythander, you could roll an 8 action.
Sure, I'll roll an 8 action.
Amir will also roll an 8 action.
That's surprising, but alright.
Amir has standards.
5 successes.
That is shocking.
Aura, add 3 dice to whatever pool you're building.
Alright, I'm at 18 d10s.
Now for Amir to make he's gonna make a craft roll.
Alright.
Go to dice cap.
4.
Amir projects an enormous screen made of essence for what's with you to make shadow puppets and draw diagrams to explain to these people. Add 2 more dice, yeah.
Dice cap.
20 dice.
And since I'm at iconic, venerated witness triggers, so everyone in the scene must honor their agreements with other characters in the Eclipse's presence and suffer the essence and difficulty to all actions, which means that their roll just got a -3. Because they
All
agreed
actions
to
made
the call.
to not follow these agreements. Yeah. All right.
Yeah,
let me
so-
let me re-roll that. Let me re-roll that 16 as a 13 then.
Which means that because they agreed to the call of the duel and they started with the fucking.
Oh,
bullshit.
hello.
Oh my goodness, 4 successes.
Much lower than what she initially.
Bingo.
Or
10
you're
successes.
missing 2 dice.
You are missing 2 dice.
I am missing 2 dice. Fuck you. Let me give it again.
No, don't say do it again.
That's
Just
right.
add the 2 dice to it.
Okay, just did 2 dice. I got 2 dice.
Or
So whatever.
tell me how
Well-
you break through the end debate, because you could feel it trying to fucking shut you up. Keep in mind, they still haven't understood a single word you said. How do you both break through to them and break through Joktan's magic?
All right. So, Orith stops to think about this for a second. But the people she's dealing with. The people are, religious fundamentalists, people who have believed in hating the person you are for such a long time. This is a stand in the belief that we can find an agreement. This is the situation that we've encountered ourselves is irrevocably the attempt to end this debate, to continue to put further distance between us. What I ask you is to consider the alternative. I believe that we can make history here today. We can change the tides of the entire. In this moment in time, we, as people, as individuals, can change the tides of history, of existence. The difference can be made now. All that it takes is for you to hold my hand in yours and believe in the future. So believe. Believe, beloved, and those beloved who reside in here today. Believe in the future.
The entire Wyld Hunt takes a hard bargain.
Oh my goodness.
Hard bargain?
Yes.
Alright, what do I do with this?
What do you mean? Someone's just clapping.
Alright.
Let me go post her character portrait again. Hi, Joktan walks out. Sarcastic golf clapping. I will have to hand it to you, Solar. That actually was a truly very impressive speech. Well reasoned. Well argued. It would probably work if they could understand what we're saying.
They did. Look. They may not have understood my words. But I know how to speak to the heart. There's a saying where I come from, and words are too dangerous to say. You sing them. I won't be doing that, but I said I'm no stranger into foreign languages. I knew what you were trying to do. Doesn't really matter to me at present why you decided it was in your best interest to cut off this attempted ceasefire entirely. Truth be told, I came here to convince you as well.
You want to know why? Alright, fine. They can't understand what I'm saying. I intend to do this in order to draw Yolda out of hiding and slay him for good.
Oh.
I see. That makes a lot of sense. So that's why you okay the collateral of their civilization ending.
I'm sure you've heard the phrase, the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few.
True. That is one thing I've heard tyrants say many times.
Do you know what a tyrant is?
A
Tyrant is one who who seizes power in order to accomplish great change. Implications of morality are not involved in the actual meaning of the root word. I suppose by the metrics, yes, you could call me a tyrant. Regardless, this needs to be done in order to save creation.
Let me Google the meaning of tyrant again. A ruler who exercises absolute power oppressively or brutally. One resembling an oppressive ruler in the harsh use of authority or power. Alright.
I mean, I don't know about you, I'm just citing what I was taught in my high school AP history class.
Fair enough.
Because that role succeeded, I would imagine you are redoing your original speech with the aid of a mere shadow puppets. While this is going on.
Truth be told, I know there's something else you must have been forgetting. There's a way that we can end this conflict without. There's a way we can end this conflict and stop Joktan without having him be summoned into.
You know that I'm Joktan, right?
Sorry, what was I saying?
Yolda.
Yolda, right. There's so many names, I get confused.
It's fine. You think that's bad? Wait till we go to Hellcon.
Oh,
all right.
Boy.
So, this is new information. And I really wish that I had Gavel with me here right now, because she's a lot better at knowing stuff about the underworld than I am. Tell you what. So I'm gonna try to have Joktan call off Gavel's like duty bound thing so she can be here, so she can participate in the conversation.
No, she's not needed. You're the one in charge here. You're the Sun King. Or Queen, my apologies.
Nah. I'm not one to make important decisions without involving the totality of the group. Leaders are well and good, but if without cooperation, without totality, you just got a face to a throne. And I'm not too keen on being a face on a throne. Come on. Wouldn't he be better?
I'm afraid I can't undo that. She will have to do whatever it is she's doing until next couple hours, by my estimate.
Hold on.
Ooh.
Time you don't have.
How is it? What was the roll she got? What was the roll she got on? On 10, right?
Scrolling back. Yeah, on the, that was for the espionage attempt, I think.
Oh, that was for the espionage?
Oh, wait, the roll up, when you say the 10, what do you mean?
No, that would be 9 successes on this 12d10. I assume this is for that charm she cast to put Gavel in the contraption.
Yes.
Okay. I was just wondering if that would be boosted by Sun King Radiance at all, or if that would be auxiliated by Sun King Radiance being on.
I think she rolled too high for that to really Sun King Radiance to help.
Because she does get my integrity bonus to their resolve.
She rolled like 11 successes or something crazy.
She rolled 9.
Gavel, what's your base resolve?
My base resolve? It is 3.
That would bring it to 7. Do you have any intimacies that would keep you at the conference?
This is an oppressive ruler doing some bullshit.
Indeed.
And more importantly, a sidereal.
Fuck sidereal exalt.
That boosts it by 2, and defenders win ties. So midway through your flight back or your boat back or whatever method you realize, you see the purple anima shine up in the sky. Remember, purple is one of the
boy.
colors of the sidereals. And run back
Fucking
up and run back
sidereals.
onto the iceberg.
Fucking sidereal exalts.
Let me post a relevant GIF at how I imagine Gavel's running animation. There.
Let's take a... Yes, actually. Gavel sees that purple light, she's Russian.
She actually seems to visibly flinch in irritation when Gavel shows back up.
Fucking sidereal exalts.
And now the whole class is present. We can continue to discuss.
What's this bitch doing here?
Oh yeah, you're wearing her face, aren't you? Oh wait, no, you're not. No.
Hey,
Right,
what's that biatch doing here intended as humorous?
No.
No.
Okay, just making sure.
No, that was a... What is this bitch doing here? She really doesn't
Okay,
need to
that's
be
fair.
here.
Lythander, don't
No.
be mean to Gavel.
No, not Gavel. I'm talking about that purple hair... That purple lightning bitch.
Well, Lythander, I don't know if you've been paying attention. She's basically like the whole reason I called this whole thing out, because she's...
Amir
she's
is
got a
doing
lot of-
shadow puppets to explain the evil plan in the background. I'm helping!
Are you though, dear? Are you?
Well, she took away their, points in the Wyld Hunt, ability to understand language. I have to explain the evil devil summoning plan through pictograms. I'm doing my best.
No, you're doing...
Also, I've-
good job, Hunting. Good job. I forgot about that. You're doing
Don't worry.
well.
Wait.
You keep doing what you need to do. I turn towards her. Why are you doing this?
To ensure Yolda is drawn out of hiding so he can be put down permanently.
So you
Yeah.
caused a
And also-
wild hunt so that we would have no choice but to summon them?
No, that's the reason I convinced them to bring the other infernal with them as a sacrifice through which to get the true target out.
So are you going to
Gavel's
still
gonna
try
raise
to
an
kill
eyebrow
us
at that.
and hunt us?
I will do no such
No,
thing.
but your plan did do that, meaning that you did do it.
There is a way out of this without any blood loss, or
Well,
I could
that-
end the Wyld Hunt on the
a
spot.
little too
No,
late.
no, shut up. Let me explain.
No, I
Ken.
was going to say it's a little too late for the blood loss because a couple of people already died.
Further blood loss.
Okay,
Enough
that's
blood loss to
better
summon the
since you
demon.
don't want jokes and you want literacy. You need to be literal as well.
I have here, pulls out a piece of prayer paper, a permit with which I could move the creature elsewhere, miles out into sea, ensuring the safety and sanctity of your people, and ensuring the Wyld Hunt will be out of range.
Okay.
It'll take quite some time for them to catch up, and I'm sure your creature is capable of moving.
Actually, I don't think he is. He's still a child.
No, he's quite capable of movement. He has legs.
You do know that some creatures have legs that can't use them, right?
Yes, but I've seen him swimming.
Is
Jeffrey can do the backstroke, it's fine.
swimming?
Yes.
Okay.
He was born on his back. He can do the backstroke.
Yes.
It's okay.
You can see me do the duck walk. Cool, huh?
True, but that
So,
means that
she's
they're
going to try and roll a
compete-
persuade. She's rolling a persuade action on all of you.
Oh, great.
This is with a flurry penalty being boosted, but she is using an excellency, so that cancels it out. Does anyone here have principles of compassion or love for the Daedai or Ashen Ones?
I do.
I will trust in my allies. Discipline minor.
I'll allow
I do
it.
have I do have a principle of compassion. It's the one I used to get here, which is I'd
Hi.
rather talk than fight if possible.
So Gavel's would boost your boost. Aura, your resolve deducts from your resolve because she's extorting that.
Oh.
fuck that. Add 3 to resolve against instill and against destiny. Let's go destiny manifesting method with elusive dream defense. I'm targeted by a persuade influence.
Yes.
I can commit the motes to gain the bonus until the end of the scene. The bonus being the 3 resolve bonus. Or, I may end the charm to gain a major intimacy opposed to the persuader's intent.
Okay, what are you gonna do? You have multiple options in front of you.
I'm just gonna gain the boost. I'm just gonna get the boost.
Lythander, what do you do?
Uh,
Because if you have compassion, this is lowering your resolve against that persuade attempt.
I have compassion as a virtue, but
That would lower your resolve by 2.
just from any compassion?
For this specific attempt, because she's
For
trying to
any
convince you
compassion.
via her way.
Not...
To try and save lives.
Oh, I don't have that as a compassion.
Yeah.
What is your view of compassion, then?
My view is finding out about my daughter, which is already done.
That,
Well, no, that's wonder. Compassion, stopping obscure from forming, which is already done. Rage towards the Neverborn.
we really need to work through your intimacies and do some tweaking.
And hatred of Ram. So a lot of my compassions are just hatred.
The most ironic
Well, the thing is,
about all
you
that.
still have a general intimacy of compassion that she's trying to key into here.
Yes, my compassion is I'm going to kill you.
All right, sounds like Shattered Yoke Fury is taking into effect then.
No.
Okay, then a hard bargain I'll allow for them instead.
Did you roll?
Yes, that's the 6 successes on that.
Nah, I don't.
Also, can I cancel it out with faith towards Gavel, because Gavel is the person who wanted to is the person I'm trying to at least help out with maintaining the possibility that we can still probably do something about Shampur even if it happens.
So what is she trying to persuade me to do?
She is attempting to persuade you to let her move Jeffrey and the Ashen Ones out of the way of the Wyld Hunt to stop the war bloodlessly via Sidereal magics to pick up and move Jeffrey hundreds of miles away.
All right, I mean, logistically, yes and no, as in I would agree to that, but that doesn't end the Wyld Hunt because they'll still be after
That
us.
is something
So her logic is flawed,
that
and
is
thus
something
she
I've been
takes her
wondering.
own penalty because this has to be a joke.
Is this something
No,
that is
It
something
is
I
a
was
joke
wondering
because
about.
she said that she would stop the Wyld Hunt, which that's not stopping the Wyld Hunt. That has to be a joke. So she herself is using
Unfortunately, she's immune to the effects of that magic.
bullshit.
Also,
I'm not immune to the
real
effects of my
question.
own magic.
But yeah,
Yeah, you are.
Real question. So she's attempted to end the word bloodlessly by moving us far enough away that the Wyld Hunt is no longer within interest or reach or whatever, right?
Yes.
out of the aggro
Yes.
range.
Out of the aggro range. So what does this entail exactly? Why would she
Give me a read intentions action on
want
her.
to do that? Okay.
Guarded
does
mind meditation.
Also, what would the hard
also
bargain
what does
The hard bargain. The hard bargain in this case. Give me a good moment to think about that.
be? Because I logically just made your entire thing make no sense.
Oh, you
Yes,
did
I
not.
did. How does moving us
No.
away end a war bloodlessly? It doesn't because it's a wild hunt. Their goal is to hunt us. If we move, they'll follow us like a dog.
Because there's something about this wild hunt I have not told you yet that would make it make sense.
Yeah, but right now it doesn't.
So-
So I would think that I get a resolve
Rex.
boost.
Yeah?
Rex.
Yeah?
Does Unconquered Sun's Sight give me anything? From this?
What
Just
is
so
that?
I know what so I know what else to do.
That detects magical deception. Does it help with mundane deception?
It just says for the scene, the solar recognizes when someone uses deception to masquerade something toward some masquerade as something toward which I have an intimacy. It just tells me to like bring it up whenever I suspect falsehood.
She's not masquerading as something to which you care about, I would say, and that's very careful wording being used here.
All right,
and
I'm
now
rolling I'm rolling mode of discerning technique.
Okay, in addition to that, to answer Lythander's question, the hard bargain in this instance, rather than accepting her thing of moving Jeffrey, be more stubborn and move Jeffrey further inland.
All right, I got 6 successes.
That's not... So, I'm just asking her, basically, how does that even stop the war bloodlessly? That does nothing. Are you dumb? Are you stupid? How is that even on the bargaining table, since that doesn't end anything? Do you not know how a hunt and/or a war works? Do you need to go
what
back
exactly
to
does
simple schooling?
What does mode of discerning technique do exactly?
When interacting with another character, roll finesse plus embassy. Success grants 1 question, and note the number of extra successes.
Okay.
And I can expend one of the successes to ask one of the following questions.
All right. Before that, let me get one more cut in for Lythander. It'll work when it will work the way I say because I'm the one in control here. You see.
Then just call it off instead of moving us.
That would be me calling it off. That's my conditions. All right, now back to chills as Lythander percolates over that.
So, the main thing that's mainly what I'm thinking about. So, she spends all of that effort trying to keep us away from talking to the Wyld Hunt because she has something to gain from continuing the conflict, and then all of a sudden, she's so willing to just send us away and attempt to end the conflict bloodlessly. Like, the shift in demeanor is too great. Also, Gavel is here.
Yes.
Gavel,
Indeed.
do you want to roll anything about in regards to this? So what is?
I'm trying to think.
So yeah, here's some questions.
Okay.
And this is something I want to check with you guys too, in case you want to opinionate about it. First, the first list of questions. Does the character feel positively, negatively, or neutrally about me? Probably not a good one. Do the character and I share a virtue? Probably. Do the character and I share an intimacy? Perhaps. What haven't I noticed about the character? That's a good one. How could I get the character to do what I want? Feels like we're already getting there. Feels like we're already there. And then the wise-eyed courtier method, expanded list, goes in, who's really an authority here? Obvious, it's her. What do I have that someone here wants? Kind of implied that she wants us to just fuck off. Would constitute a grievous faux pas in this circle. Probably obvious also. As I feel like I was the one who set aside that idea, and, considering we're in a press conference right now where the theme is nonviolence, I think I can get the hint. What grudge is being hidden? Also a good one. And who doesn't belong here? Perhaps another good one.
What grudge is...
how many
I would say the grudge one.
By the way, Rex, how many questions do we get?
You get 1 for succeeding and then 1 for each overflow, so 4 questions.
Oh,
Okay.
That's a lot of questions.
Definitely do the grudge one, I would say.
So what grudge is being hidden?
The interesting part she is making eye contact with you. She's making eye contact, grudging as it is, with Lythander. She seems to find him annoying, but no more so than she does a lot of people with her haughty upper class demeanor. She's giving a couple of side glances at Amir, but he's not really talking. He's busy with the makeup press conference, so she's not paying attention. At no point, ever, does she look at Gavel. The one time that she actually looked at her when she first arrived on the scene was as if someone saw a particularly big cockroach crawling up to them. The grudge, in this case, is that this woman is the... Okay, here's where I lay the cards on the table on what exactly Joktan is. This woman is in essence 5 sidereal.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
She is 1,000 or so years old. She has been active in the field since before the Great Contagion. She has been a part of the wheels of how the Dreaming Sea has been working in the background for a literal millennia. She
killed me.
She is also a virulent racist.
Oh no!
And that is why she is not giving Gavel the time of day, why she banished her from the press conference.
Racist, infernal racist.
You have found the CEO of racism.
Oh no!
The CEO of racism has entered the building.
Yes. Which it makes it really funny you designed her like Margaret Thatcher.
That's what I was going for.
You hit a bullseye, my man. So, that's one question.
My goodness.
I don't know if anyone other than Aura herself realizes that, though. She just seems to be not paying attention to Gavel for everyone else.
Yeah, Aura gives a knowing... You know how when you realize... You realize something you hadn't, realized before, and suddenly you just see all the little things that were pointing to that, prior, a couple of minutes ago that you didn't notice?
Yeah.
Like when you get the twist in the movie, and then you watch it again, and the twist is, so obvious in retrospect.
Yeah.
Like when you watch Memento.
Yeah,
and then you just start understanding it.
Yeah, when I watched Glass Onion.
Oh man.
Yeah, this is the look Aura is portraying right now. She's like, oh. She's like, oh, okay.
It all comes together.
Okay, next question. How could I... no, that's obvious. What haven't I... I feel like we've been there. I feel like we got that one. What haven't I noticed about the character? Feels like the CEO of racism is a pretty good idea. Let's see. Do you want to improvise a question?
Yeah, you can improvise questions in the spirit of that question. Lythander, if anything comes to mind for questions to ask.
What does... here's a good one. What does the character stand to gain from us coming to an agreement?
What she stands to gain... This is not just a Wyld Hunt, and I think this squares the circle of what Korak was asking for earlier. This is also the Prasadi military. What they stand to gain without you in the way is to conquer the coast of the Dreaming Sea.
Okay.
This is a Wyld Hunt, but it's also just Prasad's fucking military campaign. This is you are the excuse they plan on using in order to seize military dominion over the region.
God damn it. It's topical again.
Oh, goodness.
And that is why she's making the offer to evacuate you out. Because Korak, she could still get the bloodshed she needs for the ritual if she slaughters other towns and villages across the way. I hope that answers your question.
So
Joktan's a horrible person.
Oh,
So
great. Awesome. Lovely.
Okay. Next, we have 2 more questions after that roller coaster. Let's.
I feel like you're looking directly at her internet history and you're just going more and more pale.
Because here's the thing, right? I think how could I get the character to do what I want could be a good one, because I'd have to define what I want.
True.
Because, like, what we want, like, let's think here. What we want is to just kind of, find a way to stop Prasad from just sort of fucking coming after us all intense-like. But also to end the conflict bloodlessly so we can stop the fucking demon from being summoned. But also, since that doesn't actually stop the demon from being summoned, because, knowing that she's just going to get the bloodshed elsewhere, what we really want is to fucking get him to stop doing this and stop with all the downloading. Help computer.
So what you want in this case is how to get her to stop doing the demon ritual.
How to get her to stop allowing for the demon ritual to happen.
Give her something equal in power that will allow her to kill final glimmer of fallen stars.
Oh god, of course it's always about kill. Wait. Hold on. Hey, Rex, you remember what I was talking to you about in private?
Yep.
About how I wanted to try and maybe see if Joktan could help me help me put an end to the city of El Dorado.
Yep.
What is Fallen Glimmer of the Final Glimmer of Fallen Stars?
She is a Death Lord. She is the first age incarnation of the woman standing before you.
Oh.
Hey Rex.
Yep.
Could I rebirth Final Glimmer of Fallen Stars to infinity with the power of the endless life granted by the Could I use the reverse death magic in the city of El Dorado? Fashion it into a weapon to kill Final Glimmer of Fallen Stars? Is that, like, logistically... Because, like, the city's whole thing is that it puts you in a state of stillness. Like, it like, allows you to, like, transcend death itself.
You are so incredibly fucking close to what I have written for notes on the end game of this campaign. You're not on the money. You are incredibly close.
Okay.
Man.
Let's play hot cold here. Does it involve El Dorado?
Hot.
Okay. Does it involve a glow in any way, shape, or form?
Lukewarm.
Does it involve Joktan?
Lukewarm.
Okay, so it definitely involves El Dorado. Does it involve trapping Final Glimmer Fallen Stars in El Dorado so we can fight her there?
Hold.
What the fuck could it be?
It is important. The exact context of that importance. Oh, you still have one more question, by the way.
Alright. Why does she believe that... I don't know if this is a good question, but I could run it by Gavel. Why does she believe that the third circle demon... that it is equivalent... that killing the third circle demon would be equivalent to defeating Final Glimmer of Fallen Stars?
You want me to
Do you
answer?
think that would be? No, I'm running it by
okay.
Gavel first.
I think it could be worth it. I think.
Because Final Glimmer of Fallen
'Cause-
Stars is also our enemy. This is something we can get into a common ground here.
Indeed. Final Glimmer's a Death Lord, and, what's it? Trying to think. Iolda is, a part of a Yosi. So, trying to think. It could give us some more context on Joktan's plan, at least, so it may not be a bad idea to ask.
Okay.
On why specifically we're going from fragment of a Yosi to a full-on Death Lord.
Okay, this is gonna be a weird question. Do you think that if I can convince her, how do I word this? This social encounter is more intense than actual combat. What does the character think? Does she know that I have the tools to allow her to... does she know that I have the tools to... that I have tools that are capable of causing harm to Final Glimmer of Fallen Star? Like, does she know that I can help her directly?
No.
Okay. Good. That's leverage.
Hmm.
I can use that. Okay. So the facts we know. Number 1, she's racist. Number two, she... Okay, the facts we know. Racist. Number 2, she thinks killing Final Glimmer of Fallen Star is more important than the demon thing. And we agree with that. Number 3, she doesn't know about El Dorado. She doesn't know about how El Dorado can help her in her can help take down Final Glimmer of Fallen Star.
Huh.
And then 4, she, if I could somehow convince her that El Dorado, that the city of El Dorado could be an instrumental tool in taking down Final Glimmer of Fallen Star, that I could get her to call off this bloodshed thing and let us take down Gnosis before he summons the Third Circle Demon. We could come to a mutual understanding if these terms were made clear. And the only other thing that I am wondering about is, I want to know what the full deal with Final Glimmer of Fallen Star is. Like, what logistically the deal with a Death Lord is. So that I can attempt to figure out how I can use the magic of El Dorado to put an end to them. Alright.
We got that? Good!
Good. Back to the real world conversation.
All that was taking place in like a 0.5 second.
Yeah, you are making your Danganronpa comic book.
Joktan, I'm to understand. I know you are determined in granting that your methods ultimately involve the great benefit of the world. You wish to bring an end to forces dangerous to it that would cause it great harm indefinitely. This is something that you've stated and made quite clear. That being said, I do believe in this manner our interests align. That being said, I do believe that I can sweeten the pot in a way that you might find interesting. I would assume that you have pretty good memory. You've lived for a very long time. Having a good memory bank is pretty useful. Do you recall slaying me?
Yes.
Good. Do you recall the ground in which you stood at the time?
Sort of golden cathedral, if memory serves.
Do you recall what it was?
I was
Where
a bit
you
more
were
focused.
exactly?
I was a bit more focused on killing you rather than where I was. Although, now that you mention it, I do have some undertones of wrath at the location itself. You must understand, that was over 5,000 years ago.
Understandable. Well, I just recently had a bout of reconnection with that soul, with that lost soul, and I believe I have learned some interesting information. Unknowingly, you penetrated through the city of El Dorado, Glow's final project before their untimely demise. A city born out of a misguided necessity to bring eternal prosperity and joy to his subjects, twisted into a place of eternal life, which stole from its citizens the joy of a final existence, or of temporary existence, taking away from them the will to live, and trapping them as eternal souls. The power used to craft this vessel isn't something that I'm particularly familiar with in this incarnation, and nor something that I believe the addled mind of my ancestor can answer exactly. It's something that is that only your magic was able to bypass, as without it would only be a matter of time before Glow was reborn inside the quarters of the place.
You're referring to the Emerald Gyre of Aeon style.
Exactly. But that's not exactly what I'm trying to suggest. The place that you penetrated was formed with incredibly strong magic. Magic unlike the likes of which I have no there is no peer. The exact makeup of which allows for the eternal cheating of death and the continuous making of material out of nothing. An eternal cycle of life for which no death can escape. This is a tool that I believe can be used in the extinguishing of your greatest foe. Final glimmer of fallen stars. That is where I believe our interests align.
So what exactly is it you're trying to do? Give me a counter-offer, then.
Exactly right. If you allow us to put a stop to the demon summoning ritual, we can come to an understanding of trying to research better about El Dorado, and we can harness this power of eternal life to put an end to the greatest force of death the world has ever known, the Death Lord.
One of 13 of them, but yes.
Yes. That is my proposition.
Give me a persuade action with an automatic stunt.
All right.
Okay.
I'm putting it in. Do I roll Hypnotic Tongue Technique to help this out?
Yes, because you'd be using her major intimacy of racism towards tribes.
Oh, you. Oh.
All right, I hit the cap, baby.
Mmm.
I have just leveraged the racism against them. We have come full circle.
The racist racism, full of racism.
The racism specifically
All
for
right.
Cusco.
Let's see. I do believe.
Cusco's racist.
God.
I do believe I have some. I do believe I get some. What do I call them? Additional successes, like overflow successes.
Hey, Lythander, how does Unshattered Yoke Fury work?
I'm glad you asked.
Oh, boy.
Let me go and read that.
My question is, can people use it without you knowing? Could you turn it off?
The Lunar's presence is corrosive of hierarchy, authority, and decorum. Giving voice to the oppressed, whenever a character makes a hard bargain in the Lunar's presence, that character gains additional option. That's if I have it turned on. I do not have it turned on.
I see. Okay. Noted. Continue,
All right.
Aura.
Here
Yeah,
we go.
I know what you're trying to do there.
All right, that is
7.
7 successes.
Now, the way that Hypnotic Tongue technique works is that it turns the bonuses and the penalties, right?
It says, spend 2 motes. I may spend 4 successes to allow the next persuade the persuade action to benefit from the targeted intimacy as though it were in accordance with it.
I see. She's taking a hard bargain.
Oh.
Let me read through.
I have made you take 2 hard bargains so far.
So far, being the key word here. Remind me what the wording of what you're trying to persuade her to do.
Essentially, in exchange for allowing us to dispel the threat of the third circle demon summoning, and to allow us an escape from the wild. And to allow us an escape from the Wyld Hunt, so that we can think about Prasad violently another day, we are willing to enter an agreement with her in which we would assist her in harnessing the power of El Dorado to kill Final Glimmer of Fallen Stars. More or less, sort of like this. May want to help me out here because I don't know if it is exactly what it needs to be. But,
I'm assuming calling off the Wyld Hunt isn't part of that bargain.
It's not. We can
I
deal
see.
this is the way. This is the way that This is how I'm also pleasing Gavel, because they don't want me to call off the Wyld Hunt because it's important that we fuck around with Prasad. But what it means is to allow us a stint in the middle of the Wyld Hunt to deal with the problem so that we can go back to fighting without risk of the fighting calling down a demon from hell. Essentially, it's like we need let's have a break. Let's have a brain break, and then after the brain break is over, we can go back to fighting.
Give me a moment on how best to phrase this. I need a fucking moment. Give me a bit. Because you also have at least, 2. Persuasion is 2. So you have, if you succeeded with, you met, so 2, and then another 2 to do the persuasion in the first place. That would mean you have 3 overflow successes left.
Ooh.
You want to? Do you want to try and weaken her racism?
I don't think that's possible. I drew her as Margaret Thatcher.
That would also qualify as unacceptable influence for her.
I agree.
You could set up as well.
Oh, I could set up.
As well as instill a new intimacy.
Yeah.
Alright, so I think that the way that she would address this considers for a moment. Let me explain the reason why I seek Yolda's head. It's not because he's a threat to creation as he is now, or any such thing. Do you know what a Yozi, a third circle demon, represents? A Yozi is an idea, a theological concept. Each of the third circle demons is a component of such. For instance, one of the slain ancients was the idea of time. We killed time, quite literally. And as a result, time magics became infamously difficult, since there is a reason why we cannot turn back the clock. We denied our enemy that by killing that which could do so in order to ensure humanity could be free.
Right.
I seek to kill the idea. Joktan, Yaldabaoth represents the idea of domination, of hierarchy. What I seek is to kill it and ensure that no one else can decide, that humanity can decide its own fate. Hey, is the lie detecting charm turned on?
Yeah.
Bullshit.
Uh-oh.
You know.
Uh-oh, we got some rank lies going on here.
You know, okay, so they're lying. This is true. What is being concealed?
She is telling the truth about what Yolda represents. What is being concealed is... It is true that killing Yolda and incorporating extra components into some kind of hyper weapon would probably be pretty fucking effective against Final Glimmer of Fallen Star. That's not the only reason she wants him dead. She wants to use his components for something else as well. I will take one more final read intentions roll to find out the real reason she wants to kill Yolda.
I'm gonna do an 8 action.
Do I get any?
Yeah, you can go ahead and figure it out.
Do I get any bonuses from?
I'm using my excellency. I'm gonna be at 10 anima now.
Sure.
Do I get any bonuses from what Unconquered Sunsides told me, apart from the fact that just telling me that she's lying?
Well, that's purely mundane stuff. Lythander, you meet, so... Oh, wait, actually, let me double check how Guarded My Meditation works. I think that boosts the difficulty, but... So,
That's an 8, right?
That only boosts it by +2.
8 action, but I also get a +3 anyway to social rolls.
Right, because of your passive
so you know
animal effect. This
fine.
would count.
Well, fine, I'll take the 10 successes.
Alright, you do it. Alright, do it.
Lathander, the real reason you've been paying attention to everything that's been said in the background as Aura has been taking charge of the reins. You've also been paying attention to the one or two side glances that she gives Gavel, as if nervous that a bull is in the china shop. And perhaps more importantly, that one of the tribals got onto her island. The real reason she wants to kill and use Iola's corpse is to ensure imperial dominance of the Empire of Prasad and the complete subjugation of all peoples around into its empire.
Wow.
That's evil.
Wow.
She wants to do a British imperialism.
Wow.
So you listen here.
I'm like, bro, you are Grand General of the setting mandated evil empire. You're talking to me about the individual deciding the destiny, and every flag in my head is going off like this is every single alt-right speech at once.
I wonder if that's intentional.
Quick question, what was the Death Lord's name again?
Final Glimmer of Fallen Stars.
Fallen Glimmer of Fallen
I
Stars.
see the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. You're just as pathetic as Final Glimmer of Fallen Stars.
Bro.
Her head slowly begins to turn to you with a grinding on marble sound.
Yes.
I beg your pardon.
Heard me.
Also, that's my read intentions roll.
10.
Same as Lythander!
Not Not only do you want to find out the above, you realize there was no situation in which she would let Gavel and the Ashen Ones live.
Bitch!
In fact, I feel
little
like they
git.
might have actually more of a pristine reason than you do. Doesn't mean we're not going to kill both of you with extreme prejudice.
Girl, you are out of your mind.
Though sometimes you are correct in that a lot of people work better when they're under strict structure, but you wanting to eliminate any type of freedom they would have, I'm sorry, dear. I'm going to make you rot. I'm going to keep your soul alive.
Oh my goodness.
Both of them. Trapped forever.
No. Dude, come on.
Now...
This is the non-violence. This is the
Oh,
non-violence
no,
space.
this
We can
is-
call her out and not kill her.
this is
It's
not
fine.
killing her. This is trapping her forever. There's a difference.
Look.
We'll let her souls
Look, I get it.
see the world that we
it's
create rotting
it's-
away.
It is. Look, she has not. Look, it. She has not made an attempt to hide that she is racist. Like, everybody gets that. We all get that. The fucking Wyld Hunt who can't understand us, they get that.
They're
Even
still
they get that.
debating what the fuck to do, because this whole time Amir has been doing press conference take 2. This time it's pictograms to explain, hey, someone's trying to summon a big ass demon.
Rex.
If I may,
Go ahead.
if I may, can I help out
Yes.
Amir,
Yes.
or Amir with
Yes.
with a special little mode I haven't used yet called Strange Tongue Understanding. And the reason I'm using this is because of the Unshattered Tongue Perfection mode.
Oh, what is that? Read that out for the folks at home.
So, for Strange Tongue Understanding in general, commit 1 mote for the scene. The exalt may understand basic sentences communicated in a language they do not know. Their understanding is not sophisticated, however. They get by with minimal reading and speech in a foreign tongue without needing to roll. But complex discussions or literature requires an embassy roll at default difficulty. The difficulty of being influenced in the translated language is increased by 2. Now, for Unshattered Tongue Perfection. The Infernal speaks in an ancient tongue that may be understood by all others, but cannot inspire or draw on positive intimacy.
Oh, don't worry, this one's drawing on negative ones.
Oh, also,
Yep. So I'm just
Rex,
gonna
I was
commit
reading
a
through
vote
my
for
stuff. I
that.
do actually have Speak with Dead. Spirit Manifesting
What's the
Word.
name of that version?
It's literal Speak with...
I guess you could use it like
It could have...
Yeah, you
I
could
could
use it
have
like
done
that,
that.
In any case, all right. In any case, go ahead and give me that one final presence roll, Gavel.
What do you need me to do specifically?
Force presence to aid Amir in explaining, hey, fucking gank Gnosis, he's trying to summon a demon underneath everyone's noses.
1, 2, 3, 4. Do I have an excellency for presence? No, I have it on war. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 9. Yes.
Fun fact. So Strange Tongue Understanding has been turned on for Aura the entire time.
Mm-hmm. That's a charm that's very useful that's useless until it's the most needed charm ever.
I know, right?
Because I also have
5 successes.
I also have a special mode for Strange Tongue Understanding. It's called Mingled Tongue Technique. Both the Exalt and their conversation partner automatically understand one another as though they shared a common language.
Oh, that's
I
bad.
would like to imagine the entire hour plus of podcast has been delivered entirely through sign language in universe. Including from Joktan.
Goodness.
Intense
All right.
sign
5, 6.
language.
That's 5 successes
Or-
right there.
Gavel, do you have any animal bonuses that give you bonuses to persuade actions?
Wait, question. Did you use my
My
performance or sagacity for...
Presence.
Is this...
That was a
Question,
presence
is this
roll.
an inspire action, or what type of action is this?
No, this is a persuade
You
attempt.
can use my greatness inspiring aura
Would
for
you like-
persuade. So
Oh.
that would be
Oh,
five base dice for it if you don't have that high persuade.
Or presence.
Let's see. I
Never
do have
mind.
5 presents, so that's not really the issue
Okay.
here, I'm afraid.
Check your
So what was the...
your anima effects, because I know a lot of the active anima effects gave auto successes.
Okay. Let's see. Let's see. Passive, shake off your change. Extras and non-heroic mortals cannot ignore the Ascendant's social actions, giving in to their violent and rebellious instincts at her behest. Laws of Hell. Rebuking any authority not of the Yozis, the Infernal encourages listeners to exact justice with their own hands. Add her essence in successes on social influence rolls, provoking characters to acts of rebellion or anarchy.
Why, yes, add 3 successes, which is exactly what you needed, down to every
Let's
fucking
go!
number.
Oh, goodness.
Let's go for another. How do you want to do this socially? Narrate to me how Gavel convinces these guys to go whack Gnosis.
All right. Gavel's gonna approach Amir, who's doing the puppet, the shadow puppets thing. Amir, please let me take it from here. I believe I've got this.
Zenith handled the social stuff. Got it.
Gavel clears her throat, and upon clearing her throat, the ground rumbles a bit at the sheer action of her doing so, her activating Strange Tongue Understanding with the mode. She then begins to address the rest of the Wyld Hunt. So, my dear enemy forces, I've come bearing gifts of great knowledge and news to you all. Do you know what this is all about? 'Cause if you don't, here's a little bit of an enlightening lesson. This whole thing with you and us, this whole thing is just so that one particular interesting character in your ploy, one Gnosis, plans on using... Let's see, hold on, let me double check Gnosis's thing real quick.
Gnosis of brass and sand.
Yes, I actually don't have any specific notes on him. Turns out he has a whole plan in mind for all of you. And it's not going to end well. Not for you, not for us, not for anyone here. Oh, and don't worry, this isn't just a thing of Gnosis going behind all of your backs on this. No. Seems that you're higher up. Side glance at Joktan.
She spends 4 motes to absence out, but before that she says, "You filthy fucking slur," and then vanishes out.
Awesome, excellent.
Everyone make fortitude plus integrity rolls to remember she was ever there.
Alright, hold on. Fortitude, integrity, 1, 2, 3.
Roll for a minute.
Wait a minute.
Yep.
She didn't answer the deal.
She did it.
I was about to seal the deal.
So we should get like a
minimum.
8 stunt bonus for that then, since she just dipped.
Again, she came to make a deal. Venerated witness, increased difficulty to all actions.
Oh.
True. Very true.
So we should roll.
Yeah, effectively what she just did then was,
5.
everyone roll 3 extra dice, because that's the die bonuses you would have gotten for refusing.
Alright.
So how much?
Man,
So
that's
what's the roll? Sorry.
This is to avoid absences of memory
That's
erasing.
9 successes.
No, but what's the
Fortitude, integrity.
fortitude?
I rolled 9
integrity,
successes
got it.
on 9 dice. What is going on here? Actually,
Let's-
wait,
I'm
no.
going to be completely...
So that's 5. Yeah, no, that's 9. Never mind. I remember.
Come on.
Forgot the 3 extra dice.
Also, wait, would that actually
Amir will
break
also
through
add.
archive mind mentality though?
6 successes.
It would.
It would,
Mine
yes.
Mine is also 6 successes.
But you rolled high, and oh dear, Amir forgets.
Okay, Amir, there was this
Don't worry, it's
weird
fine.
batch.
Okay, what? So you could just say sidereal.
No.
I'm guessing they had one on there.
No, there was a sidereal here. Also, Amir, you might...
That's all you
I
needed to
might
say.
be hiring you for an assassination job. We're done playing nice anymore.
Finally, he says, rolling his eyes.
And Gavel's
Yeah,
just
cards on
gonna
the cards on the
effective-
table. She is the big obstacle to resolving this peacefully, Aura. In addition to Gnosis.
Oh my goodness.
That's why I said you are so goddamn close in that DM 2 weeks ago.
Oh my
Okay,
goodness.
so
sake.
she's the obstacle.
She and Gnosis, but yes.
Okay.
All right, let me
Oh,
roll
Aura...
for
Oh, wait, okay,
movies.
no,
So,
Aura didn't forget, right?
Aura's... No,
Aura
Aura
did
did not forget.
Only Amir has forgotten so far. Orphis.
Thank goodness.
Oh no, wait. He also has 3 dice. She was assuming everyone would forget about her, but because of the refused bonus from rejecting Aura's very reasonable offer, everyone seems to fucking remember that woman was there. Everyone fucking Wyld Hunt remembers this sidereal. That is not supposed.
Everyone will
Yeah,
Everyone but Amir will remember
that is
this.
not supposed to happen.
The scent of bitch hangs in the air.
Yes, she
The
was.
scent of
She
bitch laid on her heart.
she was so racist. The Wyld Hunt cannot forget what was said.
And they're racist, too!
Actually, no.
What's it?
Well,
Gavel's
nowhere near
just-
as racist, let's say.
Gavel's just going to flat out, like, basically fraud out Joktan and Gnosis with all their plans.
Question, what about SS or Sky Sundering Shadow? Does she remember?
She's not
in the
there.
ring.
She's busy repairing.
Oh,
No,
she
she's
isn't?
not.
Okay. She got
No,
out
she's
of
back
the ring?
on Jeffrey repairing. She's repairing the War Strider.
So then,
Because
what
it
about
did take
Spider?
damage when you.
I don't
He's in
think
the
Spider
ring.
showed up to this
No,
party.
yeah, he's still
Yeah,
in the ring.
and it's one of those where
Oh, okay.
Let's
I
have
was
him. Let's have him roll.
everything that's going on is basically, if in this situation I'm...
Spider forgets.
Don't worry, Spider. You'll get
Ed
there one day.
remembers.
Ed remembers.
You have a lot of integrity.
Mid punch, you pick up on the scent of someone else who needs heavy punishment.
But
Perhaps someone
Thompson.
who needs more life lessons than Spider.
Oh, man.
I have faced this evil before. I must brush up on social justice.
Oh, the Neverborn have a lot to say on that matter. They say everyone's equal in death.
Since she's gone, that reminds me. Was there any reason she wasn't
racist.
looking at me earlier? That was quite...
you caught on to that too, that she just doesn't like tribesmen or tribeswomen? Tribespeople?
Wait, was that
Yes.
what it was all about?
Yeah, she's very racist.
It had nothing to do with you being an infernal.
That fucking racist whore!
Welcome to Prasad. Haven't you noticed that this entire Wyld Hunt is because they're racist and they want to control more property?
Malik uses curse-shattering strike on himself to get his language back.
Oh.
You've made your point, Anathema. We will clear the corruption in our own ranks before returning to deal with you. Men, and he hand signals for the entire Wyld Hunt to go and fucking kill Gnosis.
Oh my goodness sakes.
We got
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
We got him.
Wait, what happened? Amir asks.
Oh, honey, we did it. We
got him.
We won.
We got him. We got him.
Wait, didn't I give
We
you
got
a...
him.
I think I seem to remember giving you a ring for that.
Yeah, I got it. It's
Do we?
it's right here.
Do we use it now or?
I kind of want to track him down and find out what he's up to. Personally, it's not that I don't trust the Wyld Hunt. It's just that
Well,
I
you
feel
shouldn't.
like what I mean is, Gnosis seems like a clever. I mean, he might have some kind of weird, backup B plan in case he ever gets found out. Considering a guy who told the plan to both Gavel and Lythander, surely must have expected that they would go and tell me afterward that we would formulate a plan together to stop him.
Honestly,
he must have a plan B.
Honestly, he was just expecting our little secret to work, and not for him to roll too low.
Oh no!
That's not to say he doesn't have backup plans.
But it's still fun.
It's just that he went too Bond villain. It is, yes. There is one person who still stays there, by the way. The Bugman. Wait, wasn't this all for a duel? Or did you really just want to say all that bullshit?
Well, it's not bullshit. It's all true.
I guess I'm the only one left. That he looks around very much like disoriented John Travolta. And I suppose you are a fellow righteous devil stylist, so...
Yeah.
I'll duel you.
No. That's not what I did that for.
After this is settled, preferably.
No,
That's
pull out your deck.
what I meant. We got... No.
What?
My what?
We're going to have a duel.
No, don't say that. No, we're not going to...
pull out a deck of cards. I'm going to play war.
He pulls out a gateway board he has in his coat.
Yeah, we'll play Gateway. Yeah, let's do it. Loser gives up the best card. Standard rules. Okay,
Deal.
let's do this.
All right, you got it.
He's going to be spending a war excellency.
All right,
This is not the fucking time.
Lythander roll war against Shine.
It's fine. Look, it's fine. Joktan's gone. We can be funny again.
Oh, thank God, you're right.
3.
5 successes. 3 successes.
Lythander, he
I'll
kicks
make it
your
official.
ass.
Here you go. I sent him I sent him the best card in my deck because through magic. There you go. You won. Congrats. That was a good duel, wasn't it?
No, when I said duel, I meant against her. Points to Aura with the fire wands. I want to see if I can save my people from you.
Can it wait till we get Gnosis?
Yes, it can. I'll see you later. And he flies off with his insect wings.
Bye.
Bye.
I love how we were just cordial.
All right.
For the most part.
Not everyone in the Wyld Hunt's a
that's-
fucking horrible person.
Has the in-universe live stream ended?
Yes.
Well, Lythander, you see, that was the point. That's what I did this for.
Still a shame that Amir's gonna assassinate all of them.
Later. Not now.
You say that as Amir's
goodness.
gone assassinating again.
No, he's still
That's
there.
why he's here. That's why I kept him here. So he wouldn't do that.
In any other circumstance, my way would have worked. However, in this one exceedingly narrow set of circumstances, your idea was better.
Okay. I'm waiting for it. Go ahead.
Waiting for what?
Oh, you know.
I'm sorry?
Thank you.
I didn't know where that was going either there, Amir. I honestly didn't.
I can be petty if I want. I was right.
Were you?
Yeah,
Mir rolls his eyes
I
again.
am.
Alright, so the point is that he had the collar fixed to him, right about now, assumably, and then there's explosions over at the Wyld Hunt's fleet.
Oh, brother. By the way, I've been meaning to ask you, how did you get this?
I stole it off of Malik's finger when he wasn't looking.
Pretty sneaky.
I am a Nightcast. Yes, Nightcast can in fact do Skyrim pickpocket thievery up to and including stealing attuned artifacts.
Oh my goodness.
By the way, would it look bad if he explodes and Won't it look bad if he explodes and we're not there to see it?
It might.
We should go there.
Yes, we should. We end off...
Are we gonna end off the session here?
Yeah, we end off with one final scene, zooming in on a Gnosis in the cell, looking annoyed than anything as he kind of tugs at the explosive collar around his neck. Well, I'm not gonna lie, champ. We can feel free to roleplay the demons now, too. Well, gang, I'm not going to lie, this didn't go like I expected it to.
No, it went better.
You should have just raided a small village.
This is why I said the climb to greatness is within steps, not miles, Gnosis.
Hey, boss.
Should have started small,
You
kid.
kind of screwed up here, didn't you?
You got impatient. You got too impatient, kid.
And now it seems we'll be meeting the Axeman's, axe.
See, here's the issue with that. You'll be meeting the Axeman's axe. Not me.
And why would that be?
Oh, I am an infernal exalt, a chosen of the Yoshi. You don't think I could push explosions off onto my peons, now did you?
And this is why we've all so graciously loved your company, Gnosis. You never cease to come up with very grand designs.
I taught you too well, kid. Gotta say, you surprised me. I got it every day. You surprised me. It's just all it's true. You got it. So, when is this explosion supposed to happen?
We freeze frame on the explosion happening. However, rather than his head exploding, the flesh behind the flesh and muscle and bone, only the topmost layer of skin explodes, revealing instead a Terminator skeleton made of Malfean brass. He has revealed his devil body incarnation. He's the fucking Terminator.
Let's go!
All right.
Oh.
Reminder, audience, this is what Gnosis looks like.
Oh?
Yeah, you saw him.
In his normal body,
Yeah, I know. But I always get hyped.
Currently, he looks like the
hyped.
T1000, the T800.
Yeah.
I always get hyped.
So, Aura, is that what you imagine? Is that how you imagine your press conference to go?
Well, sort of yes and no. I wanted to be right, and I was, and well, I kind of got what I wanted. I just didn't expect that she would just bitch out like that. Honestly.
She also completely backstabbed herself because she tried to use the memory editing magic, but everyone except Amir rolled too high.
She was too racist for too long.
Yes.
Literally, her racism got the better of her when Gavel was starting to call her out.
Yes, that is exactly what happened.
For completely different reasons,
The
too.
moral-
Not even the racism.
The moral of the story, you kids, is racists never win.
See you next time for
next time.
For when we have a Gnosis boss fight, I guess.
But let's thank the fans on Patreon.
Oh,
All right.
shit, yeah,
We
you're right.
have. Wait, we have patrons?
This.
You know what?
We do.
We forgot that.
Do we have a?
do we
still have the? Do we still have a singular patron, or do we have?
We really should start putting out information. We really should start putting out polls and such for our patron.
Also, we should probably do advertisement on. I don't know. Go.
Thank you, GB, for supporting us at the 6-sided dice tier.
And Storm, who started backing us right as I started editing this episode.
Yes.
If you'd like to support us in any way, shape, or form, please subscribe to the channel. Please leave likes, comments, or anything like that. That does do help. If
It
you
really
made it all the
does.
way down, if you made it all the way to this point, how the frick did you do that? Oh my lord, you were
able to stand
you're sexy.
You were able to stand a congested GM ramble for 3 hours. Well done.
You are pinnacle of humanity right here.
All right.
So thank you very much. But if you'd like to financially support us, please go to patreon.com/actioneconomy.
By the time you're hearing this, hopefully we'll put up our first polls on various games and stuff to stream, and perhaps NPC information after which. We'll figure it out in private in between. Catch it 2 weeks from now, folks.
Yeah, if you want me to play Lunar Dragon Song again, that will be like $300. Goodbye.
Yeah.
Thank you for listening to FateBreakers. We here at the Action Economy crew are proud to bring you this and other AP content, like Tomb of the Red Giant, the first half of our complete JoJo's Bizarre Adventure AP, as well as Rune Runners, our Icon AP. We'll also have a Patreon by the time you hear this. If you like what you've heard so far, feel free to drop us a little bit of money if you can afford to do so, and we can bring you even more content in the future. APs live and die by word of mouth, so if you liked us, please drop us a follow, like, share, retweet, whatever you can think of to help us out. We are excited to bring you more bi-weekly content in 2 weeks from now for the next FateBreakers, and other episodes time permitting. See you then.